2 4th edition campaigns right now with 2 different groups, and they're about level 6 now, and we just started playing, I guess, maybe 6 months ago. So they've climbed pretty quickly. You guys, since your first level, you probably haven't been together as a group very long.
We just formed a corporation.
Yes, essentially. You haven't thought of your adventuring band name yet.
It seems like that's important. It seems like we should have a band name.
A group name?
Absolutely. Well, it's like well, you know how it is. It's like when we put out the public ads where it's like you tear the number off the bottom. Like we need to sort of say what our general. It's like Hedges, you know. But our line is really more sort of null based, you know. That's only the name. Did you choose a name?
Yeah.
What is your name?
I'm Jim Dark Magic.
Yo, come.
The best of Jim Dark Magic.
Dark Magic.
What?
What?
Did you want to take?
Why don't you just name yourself Chet Awesome Laser?
Okay.
No.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
no, that's good too.
I'm from the New Hampshire Dark Magic. It's a long line.
Eastern.
It's a very renowned family of magicians.
What was your name again?
Jim Dark Magic.
I gotcha.
No, listen,
Seriously, you've never heard of the Dark Magic family?
No. But
Well,
we're kind of a big deal.
in the Dark Magics.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm gonna need to make a name that is twice as ridiculous just to make up for Jim. There's gonna have to be like 5 X's.
There's nothing wrong with Jim.
Jim is good. Is it short for something?
Jimmy.
James.
James Dark Magic the Third.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so half-elf
Would
cleric.
you rather be Jim Fell Magic? Would that be better?
I think Fell is a step up.
All right, fine. We'll change it to
No,
Fell Magic.
no. I like it now. You have to hold
No, it's got to
family
be
thing.
Dark Magic.
It's what?
You got to stick with Dark Magic now.
No, you stick to your guns or wands or whatever.
You can call me James.
So you're playing the cleric, right?
Yes, I am.
And who's your deity? Who do you revere?
He doesn't believe in God.
Is it possible? Can you have an atheist cleric? I guess not.
Not really. You do have to sort of choose one patron.
You have an atheist cleric.
I'm not sure if it's on your character sheet.
Well, I like to.
But there are many fine choices to choose from.
I like to shop around when it comes to gods.
You could worship Avandra. She is the god of change, freedom, trade, travel, adventure. You could worship Bahamut. You know Bahamut.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy fans.
Yes, the dragon god of justice and protection. There's Coralon, who is traditionally envisioned as an elven deity, but anybody can worship him. He's the god of the arts and arcane magic. God Erathis, she is the goddess of civilization and law.
Does each god confer different powers to him?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Might be
it
it.
sort of adds a
I think
flavor
you
to your
need to
cleric, both mechanically as well as...
What's the difference between a cleric and a paladin? Because it looks
Paladin
like, this guy looks
is...
like a paladin.
They're both divine characters, but the paladin is a slightly more military bent, more into getting in your grill with a sword and beating you senseless, sort of.
Oh, that was the
peaceful
idea.
justice kind of thing.
That was
As
supposed to be a
opposed to
little
the cleric, who is sort of a party leader
Hug him in the
type
thumb.
who coordinates battles, buffs and heals his
Maybe
buddies,
it'll say.
and also steps up when he needs to. But he's not necessarily the frontline guy drawing all the aggro.
She's sort of somewhere between a priest and a paladin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You could worship Melora. She is the god of the wilderness and the sea.
No.
Cord is the storm god and the lord of battle.
I like that.
Seems like a good
Cord seems like a good one, but let's roll it back to Avandra.
All right.
What were those spheres again?
She is the god of change, delights in freedom, trade, travel, adventure, and the frontier.
See, that sounds like exactly
Her
the sort of
commandments
thing.
are luck favors the bold.
Mm-hmm.
Take your fate into your own hands, and she will smile upon you. Strike back at those who would rob you of your freedom, and urge others to fight for their freedom. And change is inevitable, but it takes the work of the faithful to ensure that change is for the better.
Yeah, it's the trade thing that I like because I sort of see I'm sort of hooked on the idea of the company, and
Yeah.
so he's sort of like the CEO.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a divine element to it.
So her symbol are these sort of 3 wavy lines.
Okay.
What's your name, Scott?
Maynard Shorty Pants.
Are you big in front of me?
No.
I'm short.
It's I chose Binwin Bronze Bottom. Sorry, I wanted an alliteration. It sounded
no,
dwarfy.
listen. If you don't, you lose abilities if you are a dwarf and don't alliterate.
Yeah. Well, Binwin is
Binwin
is a D&D name I've used for a long time. And then I chose Bronze Bottom because they always have like compound words, but
Yeah.
I wanted to put butt in there somewhere.
I like it.
Butts, but I want to have an old school butt, so I went with bottom.
Bronze bottom.
Yeah. It's a sturdy bottom.
He
basically.
chuckled at it. I don't know if he likes it or
No, I do.
dislikes
I'm
it.
sold.
That's the type of name that might end up in, say, a D&D product one day.
Pinwin bronze bottom.
Dark Magic won't?
Well, let
Maybe
me write
in-
that down.
I should have gone with Spell Magic.
No, you got a call from Blizzard. Fell is our word for dark magic. Because it's fallen.
I couldn't
Fell.
Jim fell dark.
Fell dark magic. Bad.
Jim Dark fell.
No,
Jim Dark fell bad.
Yeah, your
Ominous.
first name should be Fell.
He said
Fell,
it. It'll be real
Dark,
quick.
Jim. I mean, I would turn it around.
Yeah. Or fell Dark Evil.
How about ominous dark fell
Nah, but it's weak.
bad.
This is a skin
You can
color.
call me Omni.
Let's shade it.
Omnimix.
So the D&D world is a very dark place. It's sort of like think of it as points of light in the darkness. That there are these places of safety and sanctuary, and all of these dark places in between that the brave wander, and some of them even come back from these places. You are of a mind to go into these dark places, either to explore or to complete the tasks that the common folk would never think to do. Some would call you foolish. Some would call you daring.
Left favors the bold. That's what my god always says. So.
What's your name?
Omin Dran.
Omen Dran.
But it's
Your
like
words?
O-M-I-N, not like the word.
And is Dran the last name?
Ran.
Yeah, it's short for something. I haven't figured out what it's short for yet.
Okay.
Don't worry, that's what adventuring's all about.
Right.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yes, you don't have to solve.
Maybe
your
we'll find a
character-
phone book
You don't have to
in
solve
the
your character
crypt.
right off the bat. You want your character to sort of grow and develop, and you'll start to build relationships
Right, and you'll start to add
and add color.
consonants and
I've never-
vowels.
yeah.
Yes,
I've never done this
apostrophes.
Yeah.
I've never done this. Do we have to speak in accents?
No.
Okay.
No. Every
fact,
every group is really different as far as what is accepted on that.
Some players prefer to speak of their characters in the third person. You know,
I tell him.
Jim does this, Jim does that,
Okay.
or my character does this, my character does that.
Okay.
Others prefer to get into the first person and say,
I
I
do.
do this, I do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Yaz.
Yeah.
Well, we play with a guy in. We always refer to ourselves as our characters, say in WoW, but he always tells us about his character like in the third person, even though
Okay.
he's playing as the character.
Got
So I mean, everybody has a different relationship to their guy.
Right.
I feel pretty close to Jim. I think
Already?
I think I am Jim already. Yeah.
Listen, I think you need to make mention of the dark magic plan.
Hey.
and like always trying to get advantage based on your lineage. I don't know, maybe you haven't heard.
That might be a disadvantage to us, by the way. If we walk into town, they might know what kind of magic you're using.
Dark magic.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not dark magic.
There's
Maybe
the
that's
trick.
there to throw people off.
I
the
see.
trail.
It's just your name.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I just want you guys to know, I was a DM once in my life,
Yeah.
and my adventure was that the adventurers were brought into a town to stop a wizard that was attacking it, and it turned out that the king had hired the wizard to attack the town so he could raise taxes. So if a wizard's attacking a town, we know it could be...
You've been there before.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done it. All right, we're here. I think we're ready to roll. So,
Excellent.
So it's fresh. The articles of incorporation have just been signed. We put it together. We're ready to.
What's our company name?
We need a company name, don't we?
We should put your god's name in it. What's your god's name again?
Avandra.
Avandra is good, but this is I mean, we have her endorsement, but I think that this is a more mercenary endeavor. So it has to be something that communicates some of our services, but also is inviting to the person who is looking at the advertisement.
Kill and Gold Incorporated.
Let's see. That's brazen.
Oh.
And I'm looking for something that has a little more.
Because I thought we like to kill, and we like gold, and we are incorporated.
Well, we are incorporated. I don't mind incorporated.
Do our characters need motivation?
The adventure may provide some of that once you sort of realize what you're up to.
Okay.
You may have some other motivations on the side that
I've got some
you
motivation
know about.
that you guys don't know about yet.
As a wizard, you're
They're mysterious.
you're an arcane character, and your powers come from the arcane power source, essentially, which is a little bit different flavored from the cleric's divine power or the fighter's martial power. Your powers feel very magical, and wizards generally like to acquire new staffs and wands and orbs because they can use basically magical stuff. They also like to collect rituals. Eventually, when you're high enough level, you'll be able to cast rituals that let you do all kinds of crazy things. above and beyond what you can do in combat.
Okay.
Your life is measured in your hit points, and there's a blind.
Is that on my sheet here somewhere?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay, 23.
When you run out of those, you fall down.
Okay. Do I die?
Not
Not
instantly.
right away.
Okay.
What happens when you fall down, when you drop to 0 or negative numbers, essentially, is you make rolls to see whether or not you can get back up, or whether or not you get worse,
Okay.
or whether or not you sort of stay status quo. Once you fall down, you sort of have to rely on your friends to come to your aid, and they can do things to heal you. You've got a cleric with you. That's a great
You can rest.
asset. So he can bring you back up.
I can bring you back up, but you're not. If you die, we're in trouble.
Yeah, if you die, yeah. They're gonna be-
So
don't know what
imagine
it's fucking stealing.
that you have an area of hit points below your actual hit
It's
points,
like freaking out.
that
I
is
don't
like
know why.
unconsciousness,
It's just annoying the shit out
and
of me.
we need to catch you in that phase.
But that number of hit points is sort of ambiguous.
Nope, it's
it's set.
It is set.
Oh, okay.
And let me take you down to the line underneath your hit points there, which says bloodied. That's
Okay.
half of your hit points. When you are bloodied, when you're down to half or fewer,
I've had the crap kicked out of me.
yeah, you're looking a little messed up. Usually that doesn't mean anything as far as your combat capabilities, although there are some monsters in the game that are particularly good or have powers that trigger against bloodied enemies. And so you're always advised to be cautious.
And also, they may have new abilities. I read about this. They might have new abilities. When we get them down to half,
Yes.
they might have new shit that they do.
Right. For instance, there are monsters in the game that become more potent once they're blooded. They sort of fly into a rage.
That makes sense.
Orcs are in that category. And once you start getting down low on hit points, you can boost yourself back up. Every character has some ability to heal himself or herself.
I have healing surge.
That's it. You have a certain number of those per day.
Fuck.
Right. Every time you spend one of those during an adventure, that total drops down for the day. And
Is that like
In general.
day, or will
It's a
our
day.
adventure take multiple days?
Your
Oh, yeah.
adventure could take many days, but your healing surges will go up to full at the start of each new day.
Each new real life day?
Each
No.
new game day.
Each new
Game day. If he says you sleep, then
It's a new day.
You go, that's a
exactly.
fact.
Oh, okay.
If you decide that you've been going through the dungeon long enough and you've had the crap kicked out of you and you want to go back to town to rest and recuperate, then it'll be basically a new day when you resume.
I'll
and
get 5 more healing surges.
all your healing surges will go back up to full.
Okay.
When you spend a healing surge, you get a number of points back per day. So you see you've got two things there, healing surge and then
Wow. Takes
healing
fucking-
surges per day. I think it says, or surge
Oh,
per
yeah,
day.
healing
Yeah.
surges 5, surges per day is
Yeah.
7.
Okay. So you've actually got 7 healing surges.
Okay.
Whenever you spend one, you get 5 hit points back.
Oh, I see.
You get a quarter of your hit points back.
I see.
Yeah.
During any given encounter, a character can spend what's called his second wind. That's the sort of game term. When you use your second wind, you're spending a healing surge. Basically, you're getting back your 5 hit points or your.
And you can do that
6
once per encounter.
once per encounter.
So that's a battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
In every battle, you can use a healing surge basically once. But you've got a cleric. You don't have the paladin. But there are other classes that can give you more healing surges, and that's
You
sort of
can heal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can heal and I can kick off your healing surges.
exactly. So let's say you've already spent your healing surge in an encounter that's particularly brutal and bloody. The cleric can say, "I am going to use my healing word power to let you spend another one of your healing surges, and you get back another 5 hit points."
Okay.
I'm no mathematician. I have 31 hit points.
Yes.
I have 7 hit points per healing surge and 12 surges per day.
It's a tough character.
I've beaten your system, sir, because I'm going to spend all 12 surges and bump. That's 84 hit points. And that's more than I started with.
You
System
can never
beat.
go over your max.
Son of a
yeah.
gun.
Oh, God, he took your shit apart.
Fuck.
All right.
Thought I had it beat.
All right. Well, I'm ready. I've formed the
What's our
the articles. Acquisitions Incorporated. I feel like it's very tasteful. It's going to appeal to multiple levels of society as long as they know what the word acquisitions means.
It's abbreviated
so-
AC Inc.
So where
Yes, it could be.
We meet at an inn.
Or maybe at our corporate headquarters,
Well,
which is the inn.
the adventure is sort of taking place around a small village, a fortified village called Winterhaven. This place is one of those very, very faint points of light in the darkness I was talking about. And they've been having a lot of problems of late.
So it's an opportunity to build some
Yes.
PR, basically.
Absolutely. You guys want a reputation? Here's
Yeah.
a great place to build one. And Winter Haven is
Added
remote
a,
enough, but it's on a trade road, so it does have some
Lots of ticks.
stuff
I have
going
two
on
ticks.
there.
One at the bottom
But
that
it's
says one
there's
listening
a
tick.
lot of trouble around
And
there.
another one
They've
at
been
the
having
top
it
says
for a
when in
long
doubt,
time.
restart the
And
fucking
actually, we're
rockets.
going to sort of jump in the middle of things here and say that you've
No,
already
good.
had a few encounters with some of the local wildlife.
Okay, so when you say wildlife, do you mean animals or do you mean
I mean,
horrible monsters?
actually, goblins and kobolds and
I
other
see.
monsters. And you've been basically beating them back and
That's
cleaning
okay.
out the surrounding territory from these horrid little raiders.
Incursions.
Exactly. And
So
trying to
there's
get to the root of the
drivers,
problem of
rest of
why
them.
they're suddenly all stirred up and getting in the Winter Haven people's face.
Exactly. So are we here under a contract from the sort of nominal leadership, or
You had heard from a trader. You had been elsewhere,
Yeah.
and a trader coming from Winter Haven said, "Oh, there's so much wrong up there. We got to stop. We're not going back there anymore." And you're like, "Oh, we can solve this problem. I'm sure there's money in it."
yeah?
And so you went up and you started to kick the crap out of a bunch of kobolds and goblins on behalf of the local mayor
There we go.
there, and he's sort of taking a shining to you at this point. And you've learned while kicking the crap out of goblins and kobolds that they seem to be taking their orders from they were taking their orders from a figure named Irontooth.
Okay, so
So you have.
we know that he has at least one tooth,
Yes.
and that it is made of iron.
Probably.
I'm going to write this down.
Taking notes.
Yeah. Okay. Iron. Okay. Tooth. Okay. I got you. All right. I'm good.
And you.
Can I roll to kill Irontooth?
What's that?
Can I roll to see if I kill Irontooth?
You actually haven't had any luck
Oh.
finding him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we could get this over with real quick.
I don't know. I'm Jim Dark Magic.
Maybe you're not familiar with how the dark magics do things.
Seriously,
We don't
the
fuck
answer to
around.
dark magic?
Okay, let's do it.
But in your search of the surrounding area, like a few days ago, you saw something that hadn't been mentioned to you when you were in Winter Haven. You were sort of surprised by this. And that is, as you're going through the hill and you reach the top of the hill, you saw the ruins of an old keep up there. And you're like, what's this doing here? Why don't the people in town actually talk about this place?
Does it look like the same construction?
It looks like a very, very old human-constructed keep that literally fell to the ground. It's really nothing more than a ruin with a few walls sticking up here and there.
Fell like fell over or fell like evil?
It looks like it was attacked sometime in the
Okay,
distant
well, I just-
past. And you're like, okay, well, we
helpful.
could check this out now, or we could go back to town and see if they know anything about this place. And when you
I want to
decide,
check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going in.
okay,
Oh, we're not gonna. You don't think it might be?
I mean, it's possible that a creature like Irontooth, and you suspect at this point that he might be a particularly tough goblin, maybe a hobgoblin, which is like a
Super
bigger
goblin.
goblin.
It's like
super
two
goblin.
goblins standing on top of each
Yes.
other.
You ever heard of a rat king, where the rats are so packed together their tails actually grow together? That's what a hobgoblin is. It's kind of like a rat king.
Well,
Is that a real thing?
You never heard of a rat king?
No.
Yeah, it's in New York all the time. The rat population in urban cities are so great that they have nowhere to go, and they actually grow. They fuse together.
what?
They can't separate. It's called
You
a
walk
rat
around
king.
One giant rat.
Well, yeah, they're
That's the
individual.
most terrifying thing. That's not true.
That's true.
That's like alligators
No,
in the sewer.
that's true. Rat
No,
king
it's
is
not.
true.
Have
Yes.
Have you ever heard of an alligator king? It's like when a bunch of alligators.
Listen, you can mock the rat king.
Someday he'll come for you.
Yeah.
You know not you.
Here, no, my thinking is that if we go back and tell them, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's the keep. And then if we just go and get it and there's riches, then maybe we just don't go back to Winter Haven.
That's fine with me.
That's my
That's
perspective on the situation.
Well, I mean, if from a PR perspective,
Jim likes that idea.
Yeah.
Here's the
There's-
thing, though. I'm not speaking about Jim in the third person. I am Jim speaking about myself in the third person.
So Jim approves.
Yeah,
of this.
Jim
Okay.
approves.
All right, well, let's move forward.
He's like, Jim likes
All
this
right.
idea.
You're able
Because
to
I'm not
explore the
speaking about
ruins
Jim in
thoroughly,
third person. I'm speaking as
and you
Jim,
sort of get a sense
speaking about
that
Jim
there
in
have been
third
creatures
person.
poking around there recently, but the keep itself is in a complete shambles. It kind of looks like this, actually.
Oh, so it's substantial.
Wow.
It's on a fortified. It's in a fortified area. It's high on a hill.
It is, and you're like, why weren't we told about this?
Huh.
What possible reason could the town of Winter Haven have to shield you, Acquisitions Incorporated,
Exactly.
from something so obvious? But there it is, this stark white-walled structure in the night. And you start to poke around the walls, and you discover that there is a shack tucked among these walls inside. It's basically the only
Like a basketball
wooden
player.
structure
Oh.
inside the compound
Yeah.
that seems to have survived everything else. Any other wooden structure, like the what might have been stables or whatever have basically been reduced to flinders. But when you poke around in there,
I love this guy.
you see a staircase going down into the hill. And you see there are some bones on it.
Jim wants to go in.
Jim says...
Is that Jim saying that, or are you telling...
No, that Jim speaks about himself in the third person.
I gotcha.
He has a very high opinion of himself.
Well...
The air is kind of cool, and you sort of hear this owl hooting off in the distance.
Jim is terrified of owls.
I wrote that down.
Yeah. An owl killed Jim's grandmother, actually.
Is this your character development?
Yeah, and so Jim really wants to go downstairs right now.
To escape the owl.
Gina Dark Magic?
Yeah.
It is said that this forest has dire owls.
Dire fell owls.
40 feet wingspan. All right. Well,
I notice how you put me in front since I'm the fighter.
I did move your figurine in front of my figurine, close to the stairs, and I see that Jim Dark Magic.
Jim's taking through. He's keeping an eye on the back door.
In case of owls.
In case of owls.
Those fuckers get caught in your hair.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
Did you know that owls actually eat your teeth? They'll eat the teeth right out of your head.
Oh.
And then fly away?
And fly away. They don't even care.
Really?
It's true.
Goddamn ivory merchants.
So this is probably a good time to tell you that you all have cool things that you can do in combat. You know, not that you're going to get into a fight or anything.
Right away. Is this the save point? Like, is there a glowing circle?
Afraid not. But at the bottom of your sheet there, you can see your powers kind of start. And some of them are flagged green, some of them red, and some of them black. Green powers are your at-will powers. You can use them as often as you want on your turn. You basically have 3 actions: attack, move, and then what's called a minor action, which is good for like drawing weapons or drawing a potion or doing all kinds of little incidental things. Most of your powers basically happen as attacks, and your green power, you never run out of those. Your red powers are encounter powers, which means once you use that power in a given encounter, you can't use it again until the next encounter.
Right.
And then the black one is your daily. And once you use that, it's gone for the day. And you won't get that back until you rest.
AKA, save it for Iron Tooth.
Okay.
And, of course, once we get into our first combat, yeah, you got more on the backside there.
Oh, cool. So on this daily power, if it says miss, you don't expend the use. So if I miss, I didn't technically use it.
Exactly.
That's handy.
Yes. The daily powers are pretty butch. Not only do they do significantly more damage than the other types of powers, but they usually have some effect even if you miss. So you don't feel bad for having kind of shot your wad and gotten nothing out of it.
Awesome.
Now, if we had not used these pre-rolled characters, would we have chosen all these abilities ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And the player's handbook, every class has basically almost like a chapter's worth of space.
Like look.
Just with...
Oh, I see.
Pardon my ignorance, but this isn't even out yet, is it?
No.
Comes out in June.
So yeah, you would choose your at-wills, and then as you level up, you choose new powers.
I
Yes.
see. Okay.
Or swap out old ones.
That's the thing, is at some point you sort of, with 4th edition, you sort of reach your maximum limit of attack powers, and at particularly high levels, you start to replace your outmoded low-level powers with better ones. So you never have so many choices that you are completely overwhelmed and you don't know what to do in a given encounter. So
This reads very much like a tactics game.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
the powers being attack powers, of course, and being the fact that you're sort of playing on an enemy's battle grid, there is a lot of tactics involved. As you will soon see. You descend the staircase.
Are we gonna fight? What?
When you descend the staircase, you see that the bones on the stairs appear to be like small animal bones. And
Do any of them have iron teeth? I'm just saying someone should check.
Well, then what I'd like you to do is to make a perception skill check. On the back side of your sheet are your skills, and they're in a table. And perception should be listed in there somewhere. Whenever you're asked to make an attack roll or a skill check or anything like that, you're always sort of rolling the same die, and it's the 20-sided die.
Guys, this is my first time rolling.
For reals?
For real, I've like...
I have to tell you, I find it hard to believe that you've never played Dungeons & Dragons.
It's important
I'm
to
not a
roll
huge
well.
nerd.
It's important to roll well, or you will curse the dice forever.
This is pivotal.
This is my first roll.
I'm here for it. For real,
It's
like not playing.
I'm like breaking my dice hymen.
Get it on film, dude.
That's gross. Roll the dice.
What? Why did you ruin it with that? I was asking to take a picture and everything.
The picture's not going to show my hymen.
All right.
In D&D,
What? Is that thing, Hyman?
high rolls are always good.
Okay. So I'm actually rolling because I said I wanted to look and see if they have iron teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So you roll,
And my
then you
perception
add.
is +1.
See, that's a good DM right there. You were making a joke, but
Yeah.
he's turned that retarded ass joke.
It was a pretty good joke.
I mean, you know, it was pandering to the audience.
So whatever I roll, I'm going to add +1 to it.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh my god. And he's like, yeah, I'm a
You
dice
just
bitch.
figured it out.
Oh my God! Your first roll was a
Hells.
20.
Where he's like, and they
That's
go,
cool.
like,
I mean,
you guys
modified,
about
but
to
still.
break my-
Yeah, it's 19,
19 plus 1,
plus
though,
1.
is 20.
But that's actually an incredible roll.
So I am able to what? Look and see.
You're able to
Like, why did you
take a look
ruin
at the
that?
bones, and actually you see something. You don't see an iron tooth, but you see something else. You're pretty sure that these scattered bones were kind of left here deliberately, and that they have been gnawed on. That something lives down here, and it basically feeds on animals, and it scatters their bones on these stairs. And you also notice as you're going down the stairs that you're actually stepping on a few of them, and they're making soft crunching noises.
Oh, I see. So they're in it's like a alarm system. It's like the
I didn't
old
figure
school alarm system. I gotcha. Hey, do you mind if I roll my dungeoneering and
Absolutely.
make a guess at what would set up a trap like this?
You sure can.
that. What are you doing?
He's
Wow.
got the dungeoneering skill. He's going to make a skill check and add his bonus there.
15.
What is dungeon? I don't know. I've never even heard dungeoneering.
The dungeoneering
Spelunking.
skill is it's a great skill to have.
It means it's not his first time to the rodeo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for instance, if you want to sort of study a underground chamber to see if there's a secret door there, or I mean, if like
Oh, so he's
It's
been in
experience.
dungeons before. He knows about dungeons.
or
Yeah.
or who the dungeon was, who built the dungeon, that kind of information. That's what dungeoneering is all
And you
about.
rolled a 12.
I did. Plus
Yeah.
3, which is 15.
You know, is this floor safe, kind of thing. That's a dungeoneering. check.
Right. Or what kinds of creatures that live in underground
Yes.
holes might are
Exactly.
crafty enough to do shit like this?
So did you succeed?
We'll find out.
We don't know.
Goblins,
Okay.
definitely
It's-
goblins.
Yeah. Okay. I had a sense.
Okay, so
I would have not even known to do that.
No, I would.
I'm
so
so screwed.
You saw the. Okay, so we saw the bones.
You saw the bones.
I saw the bones, and I was like,
You investigated them.
I investigated them, and I was able to determine that there's some sort of alarm.
Yeah.
They crack when I walk.
Yeah, and then he knew, and meanwhile I'm up front doing
You're
nothing.
eating a cheeseburger.
I'm something.
A Fellburger.
Fellburger.
You are like.
You're doing what fighters do. You're waiting for.
I'm waiting for something to attack.
Yeah.
Should I swing aimlessly just in case? Maybe there's something in front of me.
And you're like.
So you
Okay,
guys can
I've seen
actually
bones like
curious.
this before.
Yeah.
These
Exactly.
A goblin ate these bones.
I want a Shatner roll.
At the bottom of the stairs, you see that the stairs sort of spill into a chamber supported by 4 pillars, which is what I've drawn there. These 4 circles being the pillars that support the ceiling, and the ceiling is about 10 feet high. The walls seem to be of loose mortared stone, and the place is dusty and clearly abandoned, and has been exposed to the elements for years. What would you like to do?
Binwin's time to shine.
Would you like to make a perception check since you're in the lead?
Yes, I would like to make a perception check.
This does
Thanks for
that-
leading me into that.
So our position here is important.
It kind of is. It sort of is a cue to me to let me know who's in the lead, who's going to be the first to.
Do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, there are situations where, I mean, obviously in the case of a dire owl situation, I mean, it may be that we want me to actually take up the back so that you don't. Because, I mean, the clothy concept exists here, too.
Oh, okay. So I'm wearing cloth. I'm a wuss.
Yeah, like for instance, let's say that the stairs were a trap and they collapsed into a slide that then deposited you into a pit of acid at the bottom.
Into the waiting mouth of a huge
I would
creature.
know based on your marching order that the
That's
fighter
possible.
was the first one
Dang.
to fall in. Fortunately, that's
Okay.
not-
Well, I rolled an 11, and with my perception
bonus.
modifier, that is a 13.
okay. This room seems to be empty, devoid of
Are
occupants.
you making this up as you go?
I have an adventure with information here.
Okay.
That sort of gives me a clue of what lies ahead.
It's general info, but he probably didn't have specifics about bones and teeth and.
Okay.
Well, listen. It's clearly safe to move forward, so
Yeah,
I'm
there's
ready.
nothing
I'm
here.
ready to enter in.
Okay.
So
Move your figure where you like.
I'm gonna move.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
So how far can he move? Like, was that his turn? I don't understand what's happening.
Well, since we're not in
We're not in
combat,
combat yet, so you can just sort of move wherever you want.
yeah, and then he'll stop me when something happens.
So when you get there, you guys on the stairs see him moving cautiously through the room, and then he disappears through the floor.
Oh, fuck.
And you see this big billowing pile of dust and what appears to be a stone-colored piece of canvas sort of collapse all around him as he plunges into a pit.
Nice job, Bidwin.
It's Binwin.
But he's like wrapped up in Binwin!
Yeah.
Jim doesn't like this.
And the dwarf makes some sort of noise like,
Oh!
ah! As pieces of timber and other things fall on top of his head.
But it's a hard sound, not a soft, wet sound like it's full of spikes.
Well, he's in armor, so it's this sort of clattering, crunching noise.
I found a trap!
It's safe now!
Jim never liked Bidwin.
My fall into holes skill is
All right.
served me well.
You take some damage falling into this 10-foot deep pit.
Oh.
And you basically land prone on your face.
Oh, yikes.
I start to consider the position's open ad I'm going to post.
You take 5 points of damage.
What's
and you
31
make a
minus
great
5?
deal of noise.
20.
You have to do math?
26.
Thank you.
Some math.
You did not tell me there would be math.
It's a very reasonable amount of math.
And then almost immediately you feel small creatures crawling all over your body. And they sort of make sounds like...
That's incredible. I use my dungeon. Rats. Okay.
And you guys hear it too, as you just sort of stare agog in the middle of the room and see this dust cloud where the dwarf used to be. Now we are in a combat situation. I would like everyone to roll initiative. This is how we determine who goes first. And as always, it's a d20 roll.
So do I have something?
You have an initiative bonus
I'll show
on
you.
the front side of your sheet.
Oh, 6.
There you go.
So I had +6 to whatever I rolled.
You do. How did Jim do?
Jim rolled a 15 with his modifier.
All right. And how did Omen do?
We're looking at an 18. That's a natural 18.
And Binwin?
Binwin did 11.
Okay.
Don't you have a modifier to your 18 then?
I don't.
Oh, really?
Binwin, you realize as you sort of look up and adjust your helmet so it's facing forward again, that the bottom of that rats, normal-sized rats, but a swarm of them have basically seeped into the bottom of the pit through cracks in the walls after you landed in here, and they are biting and gnawing on you feverishly. The first to go, however, is Omen.
Okay, so how deep are we talking about here? 1, 2... I can move 6, right?
That is your move, I believe. Your speed. Yeah, when you get to the edge and you look down over the pit, you see him lying face down and this swarm of black, furry creatures over top of him.
Jeez.
Do you have any dispel rats in your cleric arsenal? How does your god feel about rats? Maybe a quick prayer.
Yeah, I'll send her a memo. I'll try to get some info.
This is creepy because it's not like one big target I can hit. These are multiple.
Yeah, Rat Swarm is a monster, so you can fight it.
Oh, okay, as if it were one creature.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so it's about 10 feet down?
It's 10 feet down.
Okay. Well, it's a matter of do you want out?
I also need you to make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Do you want out or do you want me to come down?
Why is he rolling a perception check?
Because he may notice
There's
something
a reason
else.
to be scared.
Yes.
We're looking at an 11.
You are so just focused on the dwarf, you're not really paying attention to anything.
So hopefully you will get it.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
When you just now suggested him to make a perception check, is that something that if we were better D&Ders we would know and you're just helping us out, or...
No, not necessarily. There are things that I know about the encounter that you don't, and it's sort of my job to...
But a good D&D player wouldn't have been like, okay, hold on, I want to roll a perception check.
It's possible. If you suspected that there was more to this trap than met the eye,
I see.
you might be inclined to say
So we need to be thinking about things like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I probably
Trips
should have made a
and traps.
perception check before I walked into a big open room that was empty.
Would he have caught the trap if he'd done that, possibly?
Possibly, yes.
Possibly.
Interesting.
He would have noticed that there was a piece of canvas,
Yeah.
stone-colored, lying down on the floor.
Depends on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All
well,
right, so you didn't notice anything untoward. I'm sorry to interrupt your action. What would you like to do?
No, it's no problem. Hey, so there are it's a swarm of
Yes.
rats.
So, you know some things about swarms.
Yeah.
And this is a little insight into some 4th edition mechanics here. Swarms, because of their sort of constituent nature, take half damage from melee and ranged attacks, basically weapon attacks.
Oh, I see. But magic
They are
attacks.
very vulnerable to area and close effect attacks that basically spread out at an area. wizards have a lot of area and close effect powers, and clerics probably have a few too, although I don't know what your specific power selection is.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, most of it, I'm here to tell you, most of it is not area effect.
No.
Jim would love a shot at these rats.
Well, here, and you're going to get it.
You're gonna. I'm counting on you, Jim.
Momentarily, in fact.
Here. Well, I'm gonna hurl a length of rope down the hole.
Good call.
How do you do that?
He has rope in his inventory.
Basically, he is going.
Oh, we have inventory?
You are going to spend a minor action to.
Okay, so here's the things you have. These are weapons.
Okay.
And here these are awesome things that you have in your bag. So I hurl
So
that rope down.
you spend a minor action to take the rope out.
Exactly.
And then
My standard action,
standard action
throw it
to
down.
lower it down. Done.
Wait, so he didn't have to roll to do that?
No. Some actions are so
If I tried
mundane.
if I had tried to lasso Binwin, maybe we could see a better roll.
right.
But that's for him to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just throws the rope down.
Yeah. You have the. If you want to hold on to the rope, that's fine.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to
Done.
get his action.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be able to get him out.
Jim, you're up.
Jim would like to cast Scorching Burst into the hole.
Okay.
Well, you have to.
So the first thing you want to do is move your dude up to the edge
I
of the
have
pit.
a move.
You do, and your speed. Where's your
6
speed?
squares.
There you go.
Now he counts as I can't.
Jim wants
You
to
can't
cast
end your move
Scorching
in the
Burst
same
down
square
into
as a
the
buddy.
hole.
But you can move through them.
I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now I'm also
And I'm
next
like-
to the.
Yeah. Or
I
you
would-
One's
or you
still
can
in
even
the
go
hole.
diagonally if you wanted to.
Oh, you can move diagonally.
Yeah, for free.
Oh,
Well, it
okay.
costs you one.
Yeah.
$7.
I would like to do a perception check.
Okay. By all means.
What are you looking for?
Trouble.
I'm just listen. Jim wants to make sure everything's kosher. Jim rolls a 15 plus 1. That's 16.
That's awesome.
What does Jim see?
He sees a very unhappy dwarf
Alright.
crawling with rats. You also see that this passageway seems to continue on for about 20 feet, this one for about 20 feet, this one for about 20 feet. You don't see anything down those passageways currently. They're just sort of dark and ominous.
Okay.
You also notice that it suddenly occurs to you that you guys probably should, once you get the dwarf out of here, light something, like a torch or a lantern, because you had the light of the moon
Outside.
out here, and some of it's actually coming down through the staircase. But once you start going into these areas here, you're going to need another light source.
Okay.
Would you like to make an attack against the swarm?
Yes, Jim would like to cast Scorching Burst. A vertical
Excellent.
column of golden flames burns all within.
Splendid.
Including the hempen rope that my friend is just.
Jim's not worried about it.
You can exclude the rope.
You have rope too. So
Okay. Now, you have some statistics there that will help you determine what you need to do next. Under attack, it tells you what you add to your d20 roll.
Plus 4 versus reflex? What does that mean?
so you don't worry
Excellent
about that.
question.
You don't worry about the reflex.
In D&D, all creatures, including you guys, have 4 defenses. Armor class, which most weapon attacks target your armor class.
Okay.
Your physical armor.
Just like
Yeah.
my cloth.
Yeah, essentially your cloth armor. And then you have 3 other defenses. One is called Fortitude Defense, which is usually attacked by things like poisons to your system.
Okay.
Reflex Defense, which represents your ability to sort of dodge and weave out of the way.
Okay.
And Will Defense, which are attacks against your mind. This particular attack is against the rats' Will Defense.
versus
Or
the
sorry,
rats'
rats'
reflex.
reflex Defense.
That's right.
So roll your d20 and add 4, and I will compare. Oh my
Fuck
gosh.
yeah!
What the hell?
I'm
Nice roll.
super good at D&D.
So this is a special case. This is an opportunity to talk about criticals, I
I
guess.
roll
Yes.
a natural 20.
That is an automatic critical hit, which
Fuck yeah.
means you do automatically maximum damage.
And the
So you don't
rats
even have
can't
to
get
roll.
away? They don't even have to roll a
they're-
reflex?
You hit the reflex automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, because they couldn't beat that.
And
Congratulations.
their reflex defense is 14.
Usually they don't tell you.
I told you the dark magics.
I
We, as a family,
I
we
will
have
never
fucked
doubt.
around.
Listen,
You haven't partied. You haven't
my
adventured
thing
with the
said
dark magic
that I'm
before,
dependable, but this is.
You
the-
see this sort of scorching blast of fire all around you, and miraculously, not a single flame even touches you.
Oh,
the rats
man.
scream
So
in
that
pain.
isn't a concern
What's that?
anymore? Friends in the area of effect?
They could be, but
Not
because
with a
because
natural
the
20.
swarm, because the swarm is not entirely just on top of him, but sort of all around him.
Yeah.
He can redirect the attack so it doesn't just engulf him.
Do I have to roll for my damage now?
You would normally, but because you rolled a critical hit,
It's
you
full.
just do maximum. So it's as if you had rolled maximum on the dice. So what's your damage say?
My damage is 1d6 plus 4 fire damage.
So normally you would roll a d6 and you would add 4 to the result. So you would,
But because I rolled a 20 previously,
You
You
just
roll
do
the
maximum.
highest number on
I
the
get
dice.
10. 6
10
plus
points
4.
of damage. Yep. And they take it all. Not only that,
Take it, rats!
but swarms are vulnerable to that type of attack, so they take an extra 5 on top of it. So they take 15.
Specifically,
Wow.
AoE.
Specifically, close and area attacks.
You roasted him.
Area.
You saved my bacon.
So congratulations, you caused these rats to scream. And then next, well, normally Binwin would go next. Unfortunately, there is another figure here that none of you have noticed.
Oh shit! So these are these failed rolls. These are the wages of
This is what
rolls.
happens when you don't roll
Good
a
perception.
check. No fault of yours. These guys are really good at hiding themselves. Let me get a little dude here.
Uh-oh.
So
How do we know you're not cheating back behind that screen?
we don't.
You don't. You have to trust me.
Okay.
I can
Oh, see,
see.
it's just a little goblin. I mean, we're
We're fine.
It is a little goblin with a big ass crossbow,
okay. That's worse.
Uh-oh.
That's worse.
and he lines up a shot. It looks like he's been lining up this shot for several seconds now, and
Good thing I'm safe in the pit.
he is going to try to plug the cleric in the chest,
Oh!
and he rolls a 12 plus 9
What?
is 21 versus
That's-
your AC.
That's sufficient. My AC is 16.
okay.
What's AC?
Armor class.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. That's basically what you're winning.
So no more Thaco, huh?
We haven't had Thaco in 2 editions.
Yeah,
now.
catch up.
Sorry.
Yeah, Thaco.
Yeah, you don't have to look up any charts or anything. It's very simple. You just compare your result to defense.
So you just got shot in the chest?
He
Apparently.
did, and he got shot in the chest for 9 points of damage.
Ooh!
Jeez.
Jim is disappointed.
Physician, heal thyself.
In you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna handle that.
All right, and then he cackles maniacally.
Is that his minor action?
That's a free action. Cackling is a free action.
As we can cackle as many times as you want per round.
Yeah, even on other people's turns. And now it's Binwin's turn.
So did he...
Guess what, Binwin? At the start of your turn, if you're being attacked by a swarm, it gets to make an attack against you.
So
I
it's
didn't
still...
kill the swarm?
Wow.
You badly damaged it, but it's still around. There are lots of dead rats down there now, and there are a lot more living ones. However, the rats only roll a 13 versus your armor class,
Well, that's 17.
so they're not able to chew
They're just
past
crawling.
your armor.
Yeah.
So you may go.
Now, is this is considered one enemy? So a cleave
Yes.
would not help me here. Because I
That is
can't
correct.
cut through one rat to hit another.
Correct.
Well, so I guess I'm just going to swing at these guys as I can.
Why don't you just climb up the rope?
Can I do that? Mm-hmm. Oh. Because there's
Jim
a...
wants you to put your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Get out of the...
Listen,
hole.
I'll tell you why I'm not going to climb out that rope. Because I just heard... and I'm pretty sure I can take the rats.
Jim requests your services at the top of the pit, sir.
No, alright, so I am going to go up the rope.
Okay.
Well, hold on a second. No, I can't go up the rope.
Why can't you?
Because the guy that was holding it just got shot in the chest with an arrow.
I'm still holding it.
You are still holding it.
Alright. Wow,
you-
damn.
you-
You took a chest...
He is an adventurer. He is of stronger stuff.
I'm a CEO. All right.
Alright. If the rope is available, I'm going right up it.
Okay. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, to see if he's able to hold
Yes.
our dwarf
All it
friend.
is a flat d20 roll plus half your level, which is
Can I help?
plus your strength modifier,
Can't Jim, like, grab the rope?
which
too?
is your strength even?
Go if you got clear.
Yeah.
So
He's
D20
ignoring
plus
you.
half my level.
Can I not grab the rope?
No, because
No.
you chose to act differently. You did not say on your turn, I'm going to grab the rope.
It's all right. I should be able to do it. And if not, you know,
All right.
we'll get into
It's
the, we'll
it's
get
not
into
a
the
hard
dwarf.
strength
Get
check.
out the door.
Just
Right,
Success.
that's 16.
Okay.
so it's like chunk. Oh.
All right. So you're able to basically pull yourself up outside the pit. You can't end your movement in his square.
Right.
You could try to pull yourself up onto this square, or somewhere back here.
Let's go here.
Okay.
And this is the pillar, right?
That's a
Yeah.
pillar.
Okay.
They'll give you some
Yeah.
cover.
So you got some cover.
Am I aware that the goblin's there, or the?
You have reason to believe that.
I was shot with a crossbow, and
Clarence. Make a perception check to see if you can actually pinpoint his location. It's not a hard one because he sort of revealed himself.
Awesome. Then perception is 2, so that's a 13.
Okay, yeah, you do see him. He's not cackling anymore when he sees you. He stops.
Good.
He looks worried.
Do you still have more turn left, or was that his turn?
He basically did everything he was going to do. Oh, Binwin's turn. Binwin, basically you've just used a move action.
Okay.
So you have a couple choices. You have nothing close to you to attack. You could use your attack action to take another move if you want.
I see.
get up on him.
Yeah.
What's your speed?
Where would I find that?
It's under racial traits.
Speed is 5 squares.
Okay.
That makes you
So 1, 2, 3. I can easily get in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
This
I
guy's
was
going
really,
down.
Really scared.
So you're bearing down on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm rat pissed.
We're back at the top?
We are back at the top with Omen.
Okay. Now, Lance of Faith is a brilliant ray of light that sears my foe with golden radiance. Sparkles of light linger around the target, guiding my ally's attack. So, this is a ranged attack. Can I do this attack through my ally?
Yes.
That's okay?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's a ranged attack, absolutely.
Then that's
I'm pretty short.
Then that's yeah. I guess that's true. So is he. You guys are roughly equivalent in stature. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That is attack +3 versus reflex.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is incredible.
I wish we were filming this because people aren't going to believe that these are natural 20s.
Okay, but they are natural. So that means I deal a critical hit.
Yes.
Which
so
is
maximum damage.
right. So 1d8 plus 3. We're talking about 11 points.
Ow.
And so not only has he dealt 11 points.
Oh, I just got that girl's shirt.
Yeah, isn't it great?
She had the shirt with the dice that said, yes, they're natural.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. And the Lance of Faith is great because it confers a +2 on whoever I choose to attack. And I think he'll be fine to do the attack, so I'm going to confer that to Mike.
Okay.
What did you give me?
I give you a +2 against this target. So my attack gives an ally +2.
He buffed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
For one attack.
on your next attack, if you attack that dude, you get a +2 on top of any other bonuses you get.
But did you deal damage to him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
11
Max
points.
damage. So you're perhaps a little surprised. This tough goblin, he's not bloodied by that attack. He must have more hit points.
That comes as a surprise to me, yes, you're right.
But we don't know how many?
You don't know how many hit points. I will tell you, I'm sort of obliged to tell you when a creature is bloodied, so that you have a clue that he is at
But
half
11
or
is,
fewer.
but he has more than 22 hit points total.
Yes.
Okay.
So you should, yeah,
So it's my turn?
And it's Jim's turn.
All right, Jim.
Jim, I guess I don't understand.
You can do
Shouldn't I constantly be doing a perception check?
No.
Just to make sure we're not being surrounded or something like that?
You could, absolutely. You could make another perception check on top of all your other actions to...
I guess I don't understand. Why wouldn't I always be doing that at the beginning of every turn?
Mostly because, well, you could. You absolutely could. If you were that type of character who was very concerned about people sneaking up on you or whatever, you could make a perception check.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Dark Magic may be paranoid.
Fourth edition introduces a concept which is called the passive perception check.
Oh, okay.
And that is that if you decide not to roll a perception check and something is going to like sneak up on you and stab you in the back, your passive perception may give you a chance to see that creature even if you don't roll consciously.
Okay. But as a human, I am decisive and rash, so I'm not going to roll a perception.
Okay.
So
That's
now,
role-playing.
yeah, see, there you go.
There you go.
So
Now
you
you're in it.
have all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yeah, listen,
No, I'm
I
excited.
know my character.
All right. L2P.
So I have magic missile. I don't understand this special.
Mm-hmm.
This power can be used to make ranged basic attacks.
Yes. Let me explain that. It won't. It's not really important here. I mean, it's a great effect to use on this goblin, and I hardly encourage it. But there is a special situation in the game called the opportunity attack. When you try to move past an enemy or move away from an enemy, that enemy may get what's called an opportunity attack, basically a free attack against you, not on their turn, on yours. A wizard can use Magic Missile to make opportunity attacks. So if a monster tries to skirt around you to get behind you,
I can give him a little shot.
You can give him a free shot with the Magic Missile.
Right. So basically, they're saying that it is a ranged it is a ranged magical attack.
Normally, you can only.
But it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Right. But normally, you can only do that kind of thing.
2d4 is pretty good.
It's not too bad. Normally you can only do that kind of thing if you're holding a melee weapon like a sword or a dagger or something.
So wizards get it.
So wizards.
My other option is a Ray of Frost, which could slow.
Yes.
Him.
And what does slow mean in this context?
Slow means that his movement drops to 2.
Oh, so he couldn't run away, really.
He would have a tough time getting away from you.
Okay, but you're already in his face.
I'm right there.
And if he ran away, it would probably provoke an attack of opportunity.
An opportunity attack
just like
for
we were
me.
talking
It
about.
could.
Okay,
On how he does it.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
All right.
So this hits one target.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I do is I roll for my attack, which is
Yes.
+4 versus his reflex.
Yes. You get a +2 from the cleric, you remember.
Right.
Well, that counts.
Yeah,
In
but
addition.
now
In
it kicks in.
So 15 + 4 is 19, plus your +2 is 21.
Right.
21 hits him. You may roll damage. Here are your d4s.
So essentially, that first roll was to see if I missed or not.
Yes.
But I am hitting him, and now we're seeing
How much damage?
Now
how
you
much
get to roll
I'm hitting him
damage.
for. Okay, I think I get it. So, what kind of dice is this?
Bottom number.
D4. It's the top.
This is so weird.
3 and 1.
I mean, he makes comics for a living. I've never met someone as nerdified as you are already. That's never like you
I
didn't know.
wasn't this type of nerd. I was a
Yeah,
video game nerd.
that's so cool though. Like this is a brand new
It's like
experience for
discovering
you.
the d4 for the first time.
In
Yeah.
any case, you read a d4 on the bottom.
D4s are great.
Okay.
3 and 1.
A 3 and a 1.
Yeah.
Plus any other bonus.
So that's 4. +4 for my force damage is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
you
do
do
8
8
damage.
points of damage.
Now I assume he's bloody.
Now he is bloody.
Yeah, if you kill this guy before I can swipe at him, I'm gonna be
No,
mad.
he won't have an opportunity. So
Okay.
now
So now
it's his turn.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you notice those rats are not coming up out of the pit.
Wait a second. I launch a silvery bolt of force at the enemy.
That you do. And he shrieks
Bravo.
in pain when you hit him.
Oh, and you lit up the hall a bit.
A little bit.
That magic
The
missile.
reason I'm sort of drawing this is because the goblin is going to beat feet.
No,
Facing
sir.
off against a dwarf is not
The
his
answer is
idea
no.
of fun. And you can see back a ways that it sort of opens up into a larger area. All right. This goblin is, well, let me think, how brave is he going to be? You did fall on your face in the pit.
It's true.
You are still shaking the rats out of your armor. He will back up to there as his move action. Reload his crossbow. Pointed at your face. And fire. He rolls an 11 plus 9 is 20
Are you
against your
kidding?
AC.
What is up with this goddamn goblin?
I don't know. My armor class is 17,
This
so that's a
goblin
hit.
is a crossbow specialist. He
He
is.
could be fucking cheating back there, though. We don't know.
No,
I
I,
just
don't think
rolled
he
the die
would.
right there.
He rolled
you
right
rolled it
in front of
outside
you.
the
Yeah.
screen.
These are incredible. This is
Do
the
some DMs roll it behind the screen?
Yes. In fact, it's we encourage DMs to do
customary.
that. You have to have a certain level of trust in your DM. If you don't, then
Because he's like 20, 20, 20, 20. Like,
yeah, your DM is not your enemy in this game. He is.
Yeah.
There are very few people that aren't professional DMs like this guy that don't understand that. But yeah, the DM is not supposed to be.
He
Okay.
does 6 points of damage to you with that crossbow. How are you looking damage-wise?
I'm at 20,
Yeah,
so
he
I'm
does
not.
it. He's
I'm not
impartial.
bloodied yet.
yeah, supposedly.
Yes.
But also,
While I am playing the monsters and the bad guys, and I'm sort of my goal is to really sort of drive the story and make sure that the whole group is having fun and a good time, and you're doing cool stuff.
exactly, because that's the other way that those dice rolls can go behind the screen. Is that when I used to DM, I would fake it both ways whenever I needed it.
I'm not supposed to eat my donut into the microphone.
Okay.
Do it.
But that's how I would do it. I would fake it in the player's favor just as often.
Yeah.
Can we get back to this crossbow
Absolutely.
quarrel
I'm sure you're
bolt
very
in my
happy with
face?
him, and you'd like to act. So by all means, show him how it's done uptown.
Oh, it's gonna happen. So, what am I fighting with? I guess I should know that. I have a maul. I have 5 daggers. So, remind me what a maul is, because it's clearly...
A maul is basically a big ass hammer,
Okay. Oh, yes.
big two-handed.
It's the classic.
Now, I'm gonna have to make a movement to get back up to him, right?
Yes.
And then swing.
Yes.
All right. He's gonna get bin wind. Son of a bitch!
That's a natural 1. Let me tell you about the natural 1. It doesn't matter what you add to that roll, it's always going to miss.
What is happening?
Critical failure.
I just did an epic fail. No. Jim, listen, Jim, I don't want to hear any shit from the Jim contingency.
Okay, well that was awesome.
All
God
right.
dang.
Then we come back to the top. Omen.
Go darn it.
Jump over the edge.
Yep. Throw the crossbow bolt that was in your shoulder into the pit.
Alright. I'm going to deliver a healing strike
Nice.
to this creature.
Okay.
+3 versus AC. They get hosed, and I can give you healing.
Good job.
Wow,
And
awesome.
so I can heal and attack with this.
Yeah,
same
one of the
ability.
great kind of revelations with the cleric is that they don't just, in previous iterations, the cleric was kind of a healing machine. He'd walk around healing everybody else, and they'd all have fun attacking stuff, and he would just be healing and healing and healing. Now the cleric can do all of his cool healing and still do attacks and damage on top of it all. So, yay.
Okay. Hey, no, it says that as a cleric I can channel divinity, and those are marked red like the other encounter powers. Now, do I use those? If I use my encounter power, I use 1 encounter power per encounter, independent of whether or not it's divinity or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So if it's red, it's 1 time.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will work out. Probably not.
Oh,
That's 7.
7 is not going to hit any of his defenses, I'm afraid. And
so there's no healing.
there's no healing. Unless it says otherwise.
No. In addition, you were 1 ally within 5 squares of you.
Yeah,
can
you have
healing
to hit
surge.
that.
That was incredibly bad.
Yes. Jim.
I know it's all
it's up to you, Jim.
it's all in the dark. It's all in the dark magic clan.
Look at it. Natural 20s.
Jim thinks you guys are lucky he's here.
Jim has to clean up again.
Story of Jim's life. I'm just hold on. I need a second to read my
Absolutely.
stuff
Your
here.
abilities. So, I mean, we may be coming up on the end of this encounter, which is why I dished out that healing
I see what
strike.
you're saying. So that the reds are something, once he's down, assuming there's not something in the wing we didn't see, until we roll initiative again, it's still 1
Would
encounter.
that be considered a new encounter though? If a new enemy approaches us?
Not unless we have to re-roll initiative.
If you're still if a new enemy enters this combat in progress, then it becomes part of it.
See, because we're still a part of the rat encounter. He was a new enemy in that first encounter.
Oh.
Yeah. So we need to put this guy down quick.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
It's time.
yeah, I'm gonna do burning hands.
Okay, that is a close power.
You
I
have to touch
think,
him.
Right?
Oh, I have to. Yeah. I'm
So
sorry.
what that actually-
close blast.
Let me tell you about the close
Close blast 5. Yeah. What does that mean?
A blast radiates out from you to fill a number of squares, and it starts with you. So, just taking you off the map for a second here. A close blast 5 is a 5x5
AoE.
area, and it has to be touching either your corner or your face. So you could do it like here or over here.
But it's 25 squares.
But it's 25
So
squares.
that's why that's an encounter power.
The problem with using it here is if your allies are in that area, they're going to get singed by it as well.
Oh, okay. I don't want to cast burning hands.
So unless he was right in his face and
Yes.
targeted it off the corner,
Right.
right here.
Yes.
So if he 1, 2, 3,
And frankly,
4,
that's a
5.
good power to keep if you have multiple opponents to burn.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
I understand.
And
how
they'll be
it works.
goblins.
I guess.
And remind me, because I think in traditional D&D, the mages, the spellcasters would never enter combat. But these days, it's more of a check out Gandalf with his sword. They actually get up into it too and do melee every once in a while.
They could. I mean, it is still sort of the purview of the wizard to be cautious because the wizard is wearing, soft armor and he's going to get hurt because he doesn't have a lot of hit points. Wizards are intended to be guys who kind of stand in the second rank behind the fighters and sling stuff, throw stuff.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay right where I am and cast magic missile.
All right. Pop him another one.
So 9 plus 4.
Is 13 against his reflex. Is that correct?
Yeah.
He's got a reflex defense higher than 13, so that misses.
Oh, this guy is
Jim,
confounding
you guys
us.
are rubbing off on me.
That was just an attack action for you. You could move if you wanted to. Unless you're happy where you are.
What's a sunrod?
A sunrod is now a chemical device. It's like a flare almost. You sort of snap it and it gives off this light.
So you can use it like a torch?
Yes. It's brighter than a torch, actually.
So we'll crack one of those out after this encounter.
Yeah, you could take one of those out as a minor action and strike it on the pillar, and it would light. And
what's a feat?
A feat is something that you get feats as you gain levels. You start off with some feats too. They're sort of like power-ups for your character. They're always on. Once you have them, you just get the ability, and you have it forever. It's a special talent that you have.
Okay. And, what's a cantrip?
A cantrip is like a minor magical effect.
So these are tricks that you can play.
Yes.
On enemies, and they're green, so they're at will as well. You can use those anytime.
Yeah.
So you can trick them into thinking there's a sound.
Right.
But I would have had to do that.
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he can create light. He can cast light.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can cast a light on the end of your staff or on your
Okay. Well,
So that could be our torch.
Jim's not going to move. Jim likes.
Okay. He likes having the
next
pit
to
between
steps.
him and yeah. That's a good call. Okay. In that case,
F this munchkin.
I know.
from back in this room, this.
Could you please put some ice and some coke in the giant wine glass for me?
little guy gets some support.
Son of a bee.
Coming out of the darkness,
The darkness.
Jim is glad he stayed where he is.
clutching a spear, is another screaming kobold.
Running?
And he comes charging at the cleric.
Omen.
Pointy,
I'm ready.
Pointy end forward. He rolled a 14. To that, he adds
Oh, no.
6. So 20 versus
That's
AC.
plenty, yeah.
He does 3 points of damage with his little crude woodshot spear.
Jim says he will notify your wives.
This little dude, he's going to back up.
Or mistresses.
Yeah.
He is not happy with the cleric right now because he's
So he's
too
able
close.
he's able to move that 5-foot step without incurring an attack of opportunity.
You can always shift one square without provoking any opportunity attacks. If he moved any farther than that, he would take opportunity
I see.
attacks. But you have screwed him because he's too close to use his crossbow without getting thumped.
Good.
So he is going to have to drop it, switch to his inferior short sword,
And stab?
and stab you in the knees. And he rolls a 6 and adds 6 to that and gets a total of 12 against AC.
That's not going to do it.
All right, you block him.
Thank the Lord.
Okay.
Specifically Avandra.
Yes, she's the queen. All right, and then it is Binwin's turn.
All right. Well,
You need to work it.
yeah, I want to cleave. So
Yes,
if
now
I
you can.
if I come up, I can cleave. I can hit him and cleave through to him.
Absolutely.
Correct?
This is a fighter power.
Right.
Which
If he hits the first guy, he automatically deals some damage to the second guy.
9 plus 6.
that's true.
So we'll be okay here.
We'll be all right. I don't want this damn goblin to get away.
Well, no, he won't get away. So we're talking about 15. Where does that put us?
15 is exactly what you need to hit this little goblin.
Versus armor class, yes.
So you hit him. Do your worst.
So this is 2d6
Yeah.
Yep.
plus 3.
That's jack dice. I would re-roll that.
I don't. How jacked was that?
Pretty jacked.
So 6, 9, 9 to the first, and
Somehow he is still alive.
3 to the.
And the other guy takes 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he bloodied?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
the first
wounded.
guy is very, very bloody.
Okay.
In fact, he's...
Teetering.
You're pretty sure that swing may have even broken one of his bones. Yeah. And then, after Binwin lands his mighty blow, we're back to Omen.
Man.
What about Jim?
Well,
After Omen.
He goes last.
Yeah.
So now it's back up to me.
The order
then
is
you.
Omen, Jim,
Oh, right.
Monster,
Yeah.
Binwin.
You're hungry to get moving. Okay. My healing strike is gone. F.
Oh, that's a once of an encounter.
Yeah, and I missed it. I can use healing word, but it's like there's no time. Okay.
Healing Word is a minor action for you.
It is?
So you can do that in addition to a standard.
What? Oh man, that's great news. Okay. Well, I'm going to use healing word then
Okay.
as a minor action, which allows me to spend a healing surge and gain an additional 1d6 hit points on top of that.
Okay. You want to use that on yourself?
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
the healer's lore class feature allows me to add an additional 3.
Splendid.
Okay, so
All right, so you can get a pile of hit points back.
yeah. So my healing surge is 6
So you get 6 points plus
plus d6,
yeah,
3, 9,
plus another
plus 3, which is 12.
12 points back.
Oh,
And now you can attack.
that was getting bad. That was getting bad. Well, essentially, I use my healing surge,
Yep.
and because I'm a cleric, I can roll. I give you an additional d6 on top of your surge when I heal you. So it isn't just your surge. I actually buff your
Yeah.
surge as well.
Okay.
And because I know a lot about healing, I get an extra bonus on top of that. So
I
that would
don't
apply,
have a class feature.
that would apply to you too.
Oh, class features are up here. I see.
Yeah. Grunge, like your cantrips or class features. So anyway, so now I'm gonna rock this goblin right here, the bloodied one,
Okay.
with the lance of faith.
Oh, he's so unhappy. Lance of Faith is a ranged attack.
Oh, it's only ranged, isn't it?
So if you want to use it, I would suggest that you back up.
Back up one square.
as a move, and then attack him. So you've had a full round because now you've healed yourself,
Move.
backed up, and
Done a minor action.
now you're attacking him.
Here, so I stand back. Out
Okay.
comes the lance. There's one, right?
I think so. What's on the other side of that?
20.
Yeah, that's an auto miss.
F. Okay.
Yeah, that's too bad. That would have been cool.
Things are not going well, guys.
Jim,
It's up to you, Jim.
That goblin is ready for
you
you.
got one goblin who's just had the crap kicked out of him, and he's looking all messed up, and then the other one is pretty fresh. other than a cut he got across his face from the dwarf.
Okay, there's a couple of things Jim would like to do.
Okay.
Am I using my wand when I cast these spells? Or will it tell me if I'm using my wand? Because apparently I have Wand of Accuracy. Once per encounter,
Yep.
as a free action, I gain +2 bonus on a single attack.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's when you're using your wand. You take your wand out, you point it, and you basically send one of your powers through the wand, and the wand improves the accuracy of the attack.
So I decide when I want to use it.
Yeah,
You
Per
do.
encounter. It's like an extra encounter power.
So
It's good for those must-hit situations. Yeah.
But he's looking pretty bad. He's pretty roughed up.
Oh yes, yeah. You think one good hit will take him down?
now
One bad hit won't take him down.
I will then use my Wand of Accuracy to cast Magic Missile
All right,
on this guy.
all right.
Yeah.
The magic missile shoots out of the wand, hopefully with deadly precision.
Ooh.
I rolled a 4.
That
Plus
wand.
4,
+4 versus his reflex.
and then plus an additional 2 from the accuracy.
I thought that was just damage. Once per encounter as a free action, you gain +2 bonus on a single attack roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
8,
10.
So it's 9. I
No,
rolled a
it's
4.
10.
+4 is 8.
Plus 2 is 10.
It's 10. Sadly, 10 does
Versus
not hit his
reflex.
reflex defense.
Son of the bitch. God, this
Jim-
is the worst company ever.
Jim whistles and backs out of the keep.
No.
All right.
Do I still have a free action that I can do?
You've only done an attack, standard action so far, so you can move and do a minor action. I
Do
don't
my cantrips minor actions?
what do they say? Do they say standard, minor?
Well, they're green, so they.
Well, green just tells you how often in a day you can use them, but the type of action they are.
Oh, I see.
Is
Standard action,
Minor
action.
So minor action ones you can do in addition to attacks.
Oh, so I can't do.
I don't know why I keep looking.
Don't worry about
Then I am spent.
All right.
God, here they come. It's the attack of the goblins.
It is their attack. This guy here is going to move to there and egg his friend on. Actually, what he is going to do is he's going to take one move to go to there to get out of the range of the dwarf, and then he is going to use his second attack action as a move to beat feet.
Oh, you would.
And he runs off into the darkness.
Oh. Bastard.
What if that was Iron Tooth? Did anyone check his teeth? I should have rolled perception and looked at his teeth.
We're checking the teeth, Eric.
All right. This guy, he looks over his shoulder, watches his friend run away, and then nervously attacks the dwarf. He rolled a 15. He adds 6 to that for a total of 21.
Dang.
These are tough
And he
goblins.
does 4 points of damage to you.
Yikes.
You mean you roll +6? Like these.
Well,
And
We should have played goblins. Like we should have.
Binlin, your turn.
yes, it's my turn. All right. Since this encounter is going to end soon, and I want to make it easier for you guys, since we're going back to the top, I'm going to spinning sweep this MFer. Do you know what that is?
No, tell us.
I spin beneath my enemy's guard with a long, powerful cut, and then I sweep my leg through his, an instant later to knock him head over heels. It makes him prone.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we should be able to clean him up.
All right, make your attack roll.
Yes!
Now we're moving.
16.
Plus 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that's going to hit him.
22.
So now you
22
roll
versus armor
damage.
class, which is 2d6 plus 3, and he's prone.
Oh wow.
Yeah!
He got hosed.
So what's the total on that? 15?
Yeah. No.
No.
No,
9.
It's 9, 10, 12.
12. Wow. Oh, okay.
Plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Right.
9 plus 3 is 12.
That is enough to bloody him. So he is bloodied
And
and
prone. I've set him up sweet for you boys.
It costs him a move action to stand up from prone, so that's good. He'll have a hard time getting away from you.
Okay, that's great.
And now, we're back to Omen.
All right. Well,
Now, if you attack him with a melee attack, you will get a +2 bonus to hit him because he's prone.
because he's laying down.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Do you have a...
I do. I have a mace.
Excellent.
So here it comes.
Mace to the face.
It's a classic technique. Son of the...
You can't roll for shit.
I can't. What are we talking about here? 9, 10? That ain't gonna cut it.
That's with the +2?
Yeah, that's with the +2.
You're very sad. All right.
Dude,
Here's the bad news.
what? There's bad news?
This goblin, because he's a goblin and they're little bastards, has a special ability That is, if you miss him with a melee attack,
You die.
he can shift. So he's going to move away from you.
Crawl.
He's going to scamper and crawl his way to give himself some room.
Is he still prone?
Yeah, he's just skittering, I guess.
Yes, essentially he just sort of rolls out of the way of your blow.
Alright, so Mikey said,
Finish this guy.
Yes, and so we come to Jim.
Alright, Jim is going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
So I get +2 because he's prone.
Not on a ranged attack. In fact, on a ranged attack, he is harder to hit because he's prone.
So I get a minus?
Yes, -2.
Okay.
you need to roll good.
He's less of a target when he's lying flat on his stomach.
11 plus 4 is 15.
That would
-2.
normally hit him. Unfortunately, because he's prone, that misses.
This is the worst party.
I set him up for
You guys
you.
actually like get together and do this for fun?
Yeah.
What you guys really need are 2 more members. You'd be owning these guys. So he stands up over there.
Bastard.
And it's like
what's he
he's
gonna
like, I'm
do?
setting him
What's
up
he
for you, and
going
he's like,
to
I know I'm
do?
prone. And then like
Kill the
Jerry
entire
misses his
party.
move, and Mike
Apparently,
goes to move.
we're not gonna leave this room.
And he's like, yeah, that's a range attack.
I'm
'cause
falling
he's
in
basically not
pits. We're getting owned by
ranged. And
2
it's like,
goblins.
and range attacks.
He's going to back up into
And these are the
the...
stupid goblins. They keep up here to guard the
for
door.
prone.
He will stay where he is, and he will
Harder to
hurl
hit a
a
lion.
javelin at you.
Okay.
Why?
Who's you?
I think...
We've both been swinging. I'm sure he's pissed in general.
Yeah, he is. He'll attack the cleric.
Haha.
He rolled a natural 1.
Awesome. Finally, a break.
Okay, so it's back to me.
And it is Binwin's turn.
All right. It is time to.
Binwin, bronze bottom.
Yep. I'm just gonna swing at him with my maul.
You gonna move up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. And I'm obviously gonna miss
Yes.
with this natural 3.
We're a bunch of idiots.
You're a bunch of Johnny-come-latelys.
God, this is
He's still in
ridiculous.
cops action.
Hey, do you have
Dice are
a?
sometimes unkind.
When Kiko edits this together,
Yeah.
have him put yakety sax to this encounter.
Here, so I'm ready to go. And I am with the Lance of Faith, so the hope with this +2 will help someone.
All right.
Do you have to move up?
No,
let's
it's
change this
range.
I have to stay back, actually.
Basically fires this ray of golden light that hopefully hits him right in the face.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, your rolls
6
just not good.
plus 3.
9?
9 is a miss.
Alright. Jim is tired of this shit.
He better be.
Jim is taking it to 11.
To the next level?
To the next
The
level.
acid arrow?
No.
No.
That's my daily power. We're gonna take a nap after this? Alright, guys, I'm spent.
I'm out. Let's go.
The bed roll out. Alright, Jim is casting Magic Missile, this time for real.
Jim's magic missile.
Hey.
There we go.
15 plus 4 is 19.
Hit.
Bam.
I launch a silvery bolt of force at my enemy.
Make it happen.
2d4.
Yes.
3 and a 3, that's 6 plus 4 is 10.
Bam. Thank God.
All right. He is staggered by that, and it looks like a stiff wind might blow him over at this point. But he is still to his feet.
Jim did
Unfortunately,
his part.
Yeah. So is it bronze bottom?
It is its turn.
it's his turn. Goblin.
It will take a desperate stab with its spear at the dwarf. However, he only rolls a 13 versus AC. That's not going to hit you.
No.
No. All right.
Now it's
All
time to
right,
finish
you
this.
win.
Bring them all down. Bring them all down on top of the goblin. No, we'll be okay here.
Jen's okay, right?
You'll be all right.
+6.
Where am I finding this?
So what attack are you doing?
Are you using a green power attack?
Yeah, are you using your Reaping Strike?
Your, at will.
Oh, I see. I can't use a cleave because there's no other enemy.
Correct.
You would,
So,
yeah.
Reaping Strike would be the one.
Reaping Strike is a good choice
Well,
because...
but I don't have a puncture weapon.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
It's flavor text.
Very, very good. So, yes, I will Reaping Strike.
Okay. The
It's a wicked jab, and it adds 6.
cool thing about the Reaping Strike power, by the way, for the fighter is for those who can't roll worth a damn, you're guaranteed to at least do some damage because even on a miss,
You deal 3 damage.
Okay, cool. See, I've been avoiding it because I was waiting to pick up a javelin or something to reap with.
You wanted to be true, or a sickle.
Well, it said my scything attacks, and I...
A scything attack is a slashing attack.
Okay. I just don't understand words that are big. So 16 versus armor class.
That's a hit.
All right.
This guy dead? Come on.
Hold on, yeah, I'm going to
We shall
2d6
see.
plus 3 him. Oh, shit.
4?
4 plus 3 is... oh, yeah.
All right. You decapitate him.
With a maul, which is actually hard to do.
Yes.
Alright, now I see why you guys play this.
All right.
We killed some goblins.
Yeah.
We killed one goblin.
You've killed one goblin.
Yay.
Another one has fled into the darkness.
So are we done?
You are out of the encounter. Now that you're actually out of the encounter, you guys who have taken damage can spend healing surges to get your hit points back up. Out of combat, now you can spend as many as you want to spend. You know how many you have per day.
I see.
Every time you spend one, you get back a quarter of your full hit points.
I need to
Whatever
take a
that total is.
bio real quick while I heal. I'm fine.
All right.
I'm healed as well, so you can do your thing.
Well, I'll need to...
So you're down how many hit points?
I'm at 16. So to get back up to 31, I'd have to spend at least 3 surges. Is what you're saying?
You get back 7 each time. So
Right. So
yeah. Now
So-
you may be happy to spend 2 and be like 2 hit points down.
I'm
Go to
fine
the
with
next
that
encounter.
because that gives me 14,
okay.
right? So all right.
Seems a waste of a healing surge too.
Yeah,
Let's just
no.
get back to
You
your
don't
turns.
want to. I'm so bad at the simplest math. Like, what is 14 plus 16? I have never done this shit. Yeah, that's 30. That puts me 1 hit point down. I can handle it.
And normally when you run out of healing surges, that's your indication to say, okay, maybe now I should stop and
Yeah.
rest for the day, go home, rejuve, come back later.
All right, so I see some beds in the next room, and they look very soft.
Yes. By the way, you took 20 gold pieces off of the head corpse of that goblin.
That's super
listen,
important.
I'll make sure to.
Oh, I see. Is that for the company?
Yeah.
No, Jim demands... Listen, Jim did all the work there.
Yeah. And,
This is Jim's face, by the way.
Oh.
he has a monocle?
No, he doesn't have a monocle.
Oh, you need a monocle so whenever anything crazy happens, and a cummerbund, so the thing can go, and then his cummerbund can go. That's awesome.
All right, well, anyway, yeah, I'm seeing an opportunity to get my daily power back on one of those filthy...
Beds.
One of those filthy straw-filled beds.
Yeah, when you sort of pile into this room to see what's going on, catch a glimpse of maybe the goblin who ran away.
Are we seeing a blood trail? Like he was pretty hurt.
You might see little splatters of blood here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, and they seem to be going off in this direction to a pair of open double doors that are still, even now, just starting to swing closed.
Like saloon doors.
Yes, exactly.
Some subterranean saloon. And what do we have here on the left?
On the left, you have another set of closed double doors. Both these doors look like they're a little bit, swollen with moisture. There are also 2 really cruddy-looking beds with sort of lice hopping up and down on them that the goblins apparently were using, these 2 goblins.
Hey, listen.
Perception roll.
Nice job.
I'm not walking into an empty room again. I'm not going to do it every
Under
round.
the beds, I know it.
9 plus 2 equals 11.
Here.
You're like, what blood trail?
I'm going to rock that perception as well.
Okay.
And I don't do it. But I definitely flip these beds over
Okay.
with my mace.
You see that the goblins have put sort of all kinds of unsavory collectibles under their beds.
Pokemon cards. And
Yes, Pokemon cards.
Hey, is that a competing product?
All kinds of things.
Playgob.
You see little brown nuggets of something or other.
Oh.
Then where are they keeping that?
And
Weird little idols.
keeps them warm at night.
Their evil god, I don't know.
There's all kinds of nasty things.
So,
to
but
do. But nothing in the
they haven't put their gym collection.
baubles, but nothing valuable. You do get the sense that they do use these 2 sets of doors out of this room quite a bit. Obviously, if you were to
A lot of
guess
foot
which one
traffic.
the goblin ran through,
Yeah.
it'd be the open.
A lot of foot traffic, though. This is we're probably near the kitchen.
In fact, if you want to make a perception check, you
I
can
was
as
just
well.
about to. So... 13.
Yeah, you guys, other than your best inkling of where the goblin went, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. There's
Alright, well,
nobody here.
I would like to cast light on my... do I have a staff? How do I know if I have a staff? Well, I have a quarterstaff. I would like to cast light on my quarterstaff.
Excellent. You now have a light source on the tip of your staff.
With a wave of my hand, You cause a brilliant light to appear on the tip of your staff upon some other object or in a nearby space.
There you go.
I mean, it's
Right. I like it.
All right. If you guys are going to
Just
go
like
down
it.
the stairs in pursuit of the goblin, I'm going to erase this map.
Yeah. Are we?
Take some pictures.
Yeah, we're gonna go after.
Let's move after.
Oh yeah.
We can send in
He
Team
may
B.
lead you to Irontooth.
Yeah.
You never know.
I still hold that he is Iron Tooth. They came out to see us up front. like an evil maitre d'.
What you know of goblins would tell you that that's probably unlikely. They tend to be cowardly, conniving little buggers.
Well, that guy is more powerful than any member of our party.
Yes.
So,
Well,
except with the exception of Jim.
All right. Take it easy, Jim.
He's down, Tiger.
yes. Don't get a big head or anything, though, because can't roll 20s forever.
Those ones are coming.
There is at least 5 1s on this dice.
Yeah,
At least. I don't even see a 12.
The map continues. Indulge me here while I'm just
Okay.
drawing pretty pictures.
So that's our saloon doors?
Yes. These are the doors you're going to pass through. There's a staircase that sort of descends immediately down, 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 down.
Alright. So we need to check this out, Dwarf. Come report back to us. We'll be at the top of the stairs.
Very good. Now, does perception rolls, does that like include checking for traps
Yes.
and the like?
It's one roll.
It's all one. You're sort of troubled a little bit by what you see ahead, only because there seems to be choices to be made. It descends down into a corridor, the walls of which are kind of made of loose fitting stones with black mildew growing between them. And you can see that they
should have caught that in the
there's a
inspection.
smell coming up from here, and it's not pleasant. It smells like something died.
Ugh.
Maybe a long time ago, but it's not good.
Alright, well,
On perception,
take us in, helmsman.
that.
You can put your dudes back in play. Thank you.
Ooh,
Jim is not going in front.
No.
that's a 16 perception roll.
That is pretty darn good.
Thank you for once.
My mother always said that I had good perception rolls.
Did she?
No. If she did, I couldn't detect it.
Oh!
With your 16 perception roll, you are able to see that the goblin's blood trail seems to hook to the right.
Immediately or further down?
Immediately.
All right, well, I call back to my brothers at arms and say I found the trail of the goblin blood. And the little son of SOB is heading down this path here.
Hold
And
on a second.
also with your roll,
What?
Jim's a real douchebag.
What? Let me see.
Jim's gonna try something here.
you also hear something.
What's that?
Not coming from down that way, but coming from down this way. You hear a sound like...
They might be doing it.
Jim wants to try something.
All right.
Before he follows you in here. So where am I at right now? I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Can be,
You're where you want to be.
Okay, I'm at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to cast Ghost Sound.
Okay.
And let's just make a sound somewhere in the center of the room.
Okay.
What sound?
With a wink, Jim creates an illusory sound that emanates from somewhere close by. Do I get to decide what type of sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I would like for it to be the sound of a party's footsteps.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very good.
This isn't my first. Well, actually, this is my first time. But
To the dance. To the dungeon dance.
That seems to garner a reaction from whatever is making that moaning sound to the left there.
I am
And
incredibly proud.
I am
it doesn't fuck around.
super impressed.
you have gotten some attention and some interest, and you see some creatures wander into view.
Some interest in our IPO.
I'm going to put these guys out. You see these emaciated, crumbly, black-skinned,
Would you guys know
undead
what these are?
zombies.
Well, yeah, they're.
Oh.
They're moaning and
They should make our cleric happy.
And they come out and just sort of look around as if anticipating to see something that isn't there. And now we roll initiative.
stupid zombies.
So everybody roll a d20, add your initiative bonus. Hey,
Oh, again with a
Sorry,
crappy
what was my
roll.
initiative bonus at? Oh, it's plus six.
Yeah, actually.
Whoa!
Oh.
20, motherfuckers.
Jeez.
all right.
Mine's
So Jim
15.
That's
rolled a
26.
20. Omen, how'd you do?
Decent. 17.
Back at the bottom with 15.
All right.
Maybe I've beaten the monsters this time around.
Jim, you're first up.
Alright. Jim.
You see that these zombies look like they're almost just sort of falling apart. They're so old and decrepit.
Okay. Now, Scorching Burst would hit both of them, correct? It's an area burst.
Yes.
Within 10 targets each creature in burst.
Okay.
So it's a standard action area burst, one within 10 squares.
What that means is it's something that you lob out from you. It explodes out from you in an area burst 1. So you pick the square that it lands in, and it affects everything. It affects that square and out to 1 square around it.
So you can get them both.
And what does the 10 mean?
That's how far away you can cast.
You can start the dot.
Okay,
So it's a burst 1 area out to 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna
So
do.
yeah, you can easily get them both.
I'm gonna do Scorching Blast,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it on this guy
And catch him.
and catch him in it.
Awesome.
So I roll my attack first,
You do.
which is 9 plus 4.
Okay.
Versus reflex.
And you attack every creature that's in that burst. So the first guy is 9 plus 4 is 13 against his
Versus reflex.
reflex. That's a hit.
These are zombies, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you make another attack roll for the second guy.
Oh, I have to make 2.
But if you'd missed the first one, you don't really have
Yeah, because
hit.
13 again.
all right, you hit them both.
Alright, so now I do 1d6 plus 4 fire damage. 6. So that's 10.
All right, they both take the same damage, and
A vertical column of golden flames erupts and burns all within.
you incinerate them both, and they collapse into heaps of flesh and bone.
Jeez.
Jim thinks that you guys are pretty fucking lucky he's here.
And you hear more sort of moaning sounds from that chamber.
I just we'll wait, Jim. If you wanna,
Yeah,
know.
seriously.
whatever's best for you.
Rinse
Jim.
and repeat.
One man in this instance.
It's in heroic mode. So
now it
you're,
is-
you're saying there's more moaning down that corridor?
Yes, so now it's Omen's turn.
4.
What do I see?
Good question. You see
You see the evil crypt.
You do see something that looks very crypt-like and sepulchral.
Is it a crypt?
Yes. And it's full of walking corpses.
Sepulcher.
Gotta throw in the big words, keep you on your toes.
If you were the Horde, you'd know how to say
Now, does the
sepulcher.
new
I
set?
thought it was a sepulchre.
No.
Does the new
What?
There's a CH in there. I understand. Does the new set come with a dictionary, like a Webster's or something like that? Thesaurus?
no.
It's seriously not sepulchre? How do you say it?
Sepulcher.
Sepulchre?
Yep.
It's weird. Anyway, so we're talking. It's the classic look, right? The look everybody's trying to get for this year's dungeon.
They've been reading Sepulchre at home daily.
Oh, righty. Let's see.
Sepulchre and Garden.
I'll use this guy. This guy. Okay. There are 5.
What the?
More zombie
my
creatures in this
God.
room.
What, in two S&M zombies there in the back?
These front 3 are like the ones you just incinerated. They're barely holding together, just pieces of rotting flesh hanging on shambling forms. The ones at the back, the S&M ones as you choose to call them, look like
Dark gods.
they seem better, what's the word I'm looking for, preserved.
I see.
They're still emaciated and clearly dead, but it looks like they've held up better than the other 3. And consequently, they look tougher. So, you only moved. You have another attack action should you wish to use it.
I still have 2 movements too. I still have 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta save that. I have something for they asked, but it's not ready.
This is for you. I drew that for you. About when you took a bolt in your
I love
chest
it.
from me.
I love it. I'm gonna put it in a place of prominence. Okay. So these guys are ready to go. Wow, there's a lot of them.
There sure are.
Okay,
Aren't you like super good against these guys?
I can, but I need them to be in close.
Okay, so go in there.
If you want me
I
to, I
have
can
two more
gather
spaces.
them.
I only have 2 more spaces, and you absolutely should. So right now, I'm gonna take a step back here.
There's also something that you can do in D&D, and it's called a readied action. This was true of 3rd edition as well, and that is you can say, okay, I've taken my move, I'm going to ready my attack for when X happens. Or when this condition happens, then I'm going to attack. It's like you're holding your attack for a moment.
Interesting.
So you could say, I'm going to ready an attack that I'm going to use when, like, 2 of the zombies are within range of whatever effect I want to do. So you can say I'm gonna ready to turn undead when the zombies get close enough to me.
Okay, I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it. Right now, I'm just gonna throw out the Lance of Faith.
Perfect.
On this target, right? Actually, on this target here.
All right. Lance of Faith, I believe, deals radiant damage.
It does.
Is that true?
It deals radiant damage.
You'll be pleased to know that radiant damage and undead do not get along.
They don't mix.
Undead take more damage from radiant
Incredible.
than other creatures do.
Well, he's gonna love this. That is 14 plus 3, 17.
Against his
reflex.
That hits.
Yeah, he should be hosted.
Yeah, these guys are not good at getting out of the way. What dice do you
I need a D8.
There you are.
Thank you. Ow.
Wow.
So it's 14. Oh, excuse me, just 4, and whatever plus they take.
Okay, they take another 5 points of damage on top of that.
Okay, well, it's not
Your
a
Lance
complete
of
loss.
Faith burns a hole clean through his chest. He sort of looks down, stares at it for a moment, and then he collapses into a mushy heap of flesh.
There's just not much. There's not much there to these guys.
These decrepit
Yeah.
zombie rotters, they just literally fall down very easily, almost with a single hit. And so you're very happy.
Well, you're right about that.
Binwin,
Yes.
your turn.
All right.
Can I go to work?
It's time for me to gather these up for you to really just. So, I'm a little further away from the map here.
Five
There
will
you
get
go.
you there.
Put me right there. Now, I was looking over my power to see if I had any kind of a charge, but I guess I don't.
All characters have the ability to charge. Basically, it is an attack. It is a standard action. It's an attack which incorporates some move into it. You have to move at least 2 squares to do it. You can't charge if you're only 1 square away.
Okay.
So you can move there and then charge up to one of these guys
Yeah.
and attack at the same time. So which guy would you like to charge up to?
Well, do I have enough to reach that guy in the middle?
This guy?
No, I don't, right?
Yes, you
he's
do.
okay. Yeah, I'm going to charge him.
Okay.
Will my cleave hit the other guy?
Only if you charge to there.
Then let's do that.
Oh wait, no, you can't use your cleave. A charge is always a basic
attack.
Gotcha.
attack.
All right.
So you can't use any special power.
So I'm just going to charge him and then smack him with them all.
All right.
Wish me luck, guys.
You're going to
Pretty.
hit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, you're easily going to hit. Roll your damage.
This is where I'm confused. If I'm not doing a special attack, is this just my weapon?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Let me show you. Weapon damage.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
So
those are
plus
basic.
6 with them all.
You got
And
it.
damage is 2d6 plus 3. So it's 6 plus 3 is 9.
All right, you destroy him.
Dust.
All right, the zombies finally get to go. Well, this one just shambles right over to the dwarf. And he just tries to slam you with his meaty fist. And he rolls a 13 versus your AC. I assume that misses.
They ain't gonna cut it.
No, I got a 17 AC.
Okay. This zombie will move up over the corpse of his fallen comrade. And, let's see. He is going to try to grab you.
Wow.
He makes a zombie grab. This is an attack versus your fortitude.
All right, no problem.
19
Oh,
plus 4 is
shite.
23.
He gets a
He got it.
Okay, you are grabbed by this zombie. Then his buddy walks up and punches you in the face. You're a little bit easier to hit right now.
Yeah.
Because you're.
You might say.
However, he rolls very poorly. Even with bonuses and all, he's not going to hit you.
Good.
So you're very happy about that. These zombies thought they had a plan.
They're gonna get scorched. I'm not a prophet, but I got a sense.
And then it is Jim's turn.
Jim's ready.
I'm looking at that name more and more with every attack.
Jim, let's see, how far can I move?
6.
6.
These guys are dead. Can I stand on their dead bodies?
Yeah, you can. You just push them aside.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I could also do burning hands and just. Oh, but they'll hit him.
Yeah, because he is being grabbed,
Right.
any sort of ranged attack you make is likely to hit him.
Okay, I'm gonna do scorching burst then.
Okay.
So
It is basically a 3x3 square, as we talked about earlier.
so if I hit this guy, these 2 guys can get hit.
If you plant it here,
Oh,
it's
if I
going to
plant
get
it
all
here.
these square. Yes.
If I plant it here, then both those guys can.
And
get
so will the dwarf.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah, he is tough.
I'll be all right.
I can get.
Okay.
I like the cavalier way he just, wrote you off.
No, he's not concerned about me at all because he's not separating how he feels about me as a person from my character, and he would let me die in real life.
Yeah.
I know this.
Absolutely.
It's all right.
Dwarves are fireproof, right?
My attack. I'm gonna attack.
All right. You attack each target separately, so let's say
So the first one is
Start left.
13.
13 is a hit. Let's
So do I
this
do
guy.
damage first? Or no, I do all my
Let's-
attacks
Yeah,
first.
let's resolve all the hits first. Oh, that's a miss.
Miss.
That's the one that's grabbing the dwarf, too.
And another 13. Or no, it's a 6, so 10.
That's a hit. And now against the dwarf.
It's awesome.
Oh, natural
Hey, I
one.
missed you. On purpose. That's
Right.
That's the kind of control Jim has.
Over the dark forces.
All right, so you hit 2 of them, this guy and this guy. You roll damage once, and we'll apply it to both of them.
1d6 plus 4 damage. 6.
This guy will go down in flames. This guy will just take some damage, and he's still standing.
Okay.
At this point in time, I would like to just briefly mention, for the record, that you have dispatched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombie rotters. All of those guys are, in 4th edition, what we call minions. It's a special class of monster
Okay, so they're not.
that are designed to go down in a hit. To sort of give you that stormtrooper feel, Bam, goes down. Viscerally, pretty exciting to have lots of corpses lying around the battlefield.
And they were corpses actually before we killed them.
What's that?
So
Well, yeah, but they're not walking around anymore.
technically, they might actually be like 10 corpses or like 5 double.
On the other hand, the 2 zombies that are still standing are a type of monster called Brute, which is
A real asshole.
Real son of a bitch.
more like sacks of hit points.
Okay.
They're
Oh, I see.
They're
They're
designed to
elites.
sort of take a beating,
Yeah.
as opposed to other types of monsters, which are like artillery, controllers, lurkers, soldiers. Monsters have different sort of roles, so that when I'm a DM and I'm putting together encounters, I can sort of combine different types of monsters to get sort of different effects.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for that little.
No,
aside.
but that's what's going on. Those guys are designed to be laid to waste.
We know we suck, all right, dude.
Yes.
You don't have to point out how you've created special monsters to go down easy for
this
us.
party.
For this ridiculous one rollers over here.
So Jim just proved his manhood. Omen, what are you going to do?
You're gonna love this. Although they might not. I'm going to turn undead.
Splendid.
All right, I'm fine with that.
What does that do now?
Let me see if I hit.
Yes, that's the key, first of all. This guy first.
That's 14 against Will.
That's a hit. Will defense, not their thing.
15 against
Hit.
Will. Okay, so now I deal a D10. If I could have one of those.
Oh, yes.
I deal a D10 plus 3 to each creature. And
Right.
it's radiant damage, so they take extra damage from
You
it.
take 5 extra on top of that. Oh,
That's
max
10
damage.
Ouch.
So what's the
A 0
total?
is
It's 8. Yeah. It's 18.
18 with the 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
it's
they
8.
each take
it's-
18.
Yeah, they each take 18. And I can move them if I want.
Yes, you can. What's the actual? What does it actually say?
It says D10 plus 3 radiant damage, and you can push the target 6 squares.
Okay.
Wow.
The target is immobilized until the end of your next turn.
Excellent. So you can push. That means you can push them away from you up to 6 spaces if you so choose. You don't have to. It's your option. You can move. You move them individually, so you could like push one guy 3 squares and another guy, all 6 if you
Okay.
want.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, they're actually in a good position.
The dwarf is actually.
They're in a good position for him to cleave them. So I actually want them where they're situated. Unfortunately.
If you push this guy, you will break his grab on the dwarf.
Oh, he's still gripped.
Yeah.
So help me.
He's got the dwarf by the scruff of the
Here,
neck.
then I'll just blast them both
Punching him in
back
the head.
once.
Okay.
I'll just blast them both back 1 square,
Alright.
break
You are
the
no
grip,
longer grabbed.
Yeah.
and then they're still in the configuration he can cleave.
Yes. That's perfect. And then win. I
Alright.
take it you're going to move up and
That's what these bastards see coming right at him right
That's
now.
hot. Ultra Nordic. Is this the shield of his fathers or something?
Yeah.
That's Jim.
Okay, so it's time for some cleave action. What happened to my character sheet? It's junior high all over again. The game has become secondary to my art. All right.
Yeah, this is more fun.
See what I'm saying? This is when a non-professional Gen Con DM would be like, "Pay attention, Scott," and then you, as my friend, would be like, "Shut up! Draw my character, now draw mine." But see, you've got a buddy that already draws. All right,
So you've already drawn Jim, and now you're running the close-up?
I really like Jim's face.
Oh!
That's
16.
By the way, I did not have a chance to mention this one here. Sorry, this one here is bloodied.
Okay,
All right.
great.
Well,
He's under
very good.
participants.
So,
Yeah.
16 plus 6.
16 plus 6 is going to mess him up. Really damage.
8 plus 3.
11.
11.
Ow.
And the adjacent to him takes 3 damage.
Right. Okay. Not only did you sort of mess him up, although he's still on his feet, you also bloodied that guy.
Awesome.
Okay, so they're in a bad way at this point.
So it would seem. It is their turn. They are going to hack at the dwarf. Mercilessly, if they can. The first one rolled a 17 versus AC.
Well, it is my AC.
Then that's a hit.
Dang. So a tie is a hit.
Yes, it is. Does 6 points of damage to you. The other one missed.
I'll work it out. It's no problem.
And now
You got it?
is Jim's turn.
Fuck yeah, it's Jim's turn. Jim came to regulate. It was a good day. He didn't have to use his magic missile
This
today.
wand.
Okay. So we got 2 left, and they're both bloody.
They are.
Jim is going to Scorching Burst again.
That's a good call.
So I'm going to hit this guy.
The classic target. You can target.
Actually, yeah, I'm
target
going to hit this guy. Because then it won't hit the...
Yeah, if you plant it behind them, you'll hit both of them, but not the dwarf.
Awesome.
Because
You can play empty space.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Not that I care that much about it.
Yeah, you could hit the dwarf again if you want.
Oh, that's so close to an 18. So that's only 8 plus their reflex.
That does not hit the reflex of 9.
But that's one hit.
That's one guy, right?
Yeah, right. So you have to make the other one. Oh, sadness.
Jim was thinking about
Natural ones. There have been a lot of those. So the zombies somehow do not take any fire damage.
They
And
ducked.
it is Omen's turn.
All right. Well, I'm back to let you know I can really shake him down. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna rush up and whack this guy on the left,
Okay.
the severely damaged one, with my powerful healing strike.
Splendid.
What is this? Wait a minute. We're on audio. What a wonderful natural 20.
It was not. It had a 2 in it,
It did have a 2 in it.
but the 0 was in front of the 2. Fucking incredible.
Okay.
These dice are loaded.
They are. These are these.
Isn't it like in Vegas? Can't we demand a change in dice?
I'm just gonna start using another dice. This is a criminal dice.
So
Alright.
while Omen is sad, Binman, what would you like to do?
Thank you. Well. Now, I can cleave as often as I want.
As often as you want.
Well, let's do it again. Let's not, as they say, fuck around.
I like it. I think it's gonna happen.
I think so too. So that's a 16 versus armor class.
It is indeed. And you're hitting like a real weak one, right? That one
Yeah.
who's been-
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoop. Ooh, 10. Plus
Down
3,
he
13.
And his friend takes another 3.
Right.
That's it. Congratulations, blue cards.
Okay. And we come to the bad guy. He is again going to try to maul the dwarf. And he missed.
Nice.
And Jim.
Jim.
Chance at redemption.
Jim is just going to go ahead and arcane missile this last guy.
Okay.
Or magic missile. Sorry.
It's all the same stuff.
It's a missile. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my wand of accuracy.
I mean, you can rename your spells whatever you want. You know, Jim's wondrous.
Jim's magic missile. Alright. Jim's
Jim's
magic missile
bolt of exuberance.
plus my wand of accuracy.
Sorry.
Yes.
I keep kicking you somehow.
18
Whoa.
plus 2 plus 4.
Look out.
Plus love.
I hit him.
And,
and I
2d4?
roll 2d4. A 1 and a 3, so that's 4. Do I still add the plus 2 for my wand?
That's just on the
It's
attack.
not. It's not.
Now.
Oh, okay, so it's 4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay, that does him in.
Bam.
That's how Jim rolled.
And these were not the minions.
No.
No.
These are the brutes.
No, we clean this place out. Ouch.
All right.
So much.
Yeah.
You can see that the passageway does continue through this room into what appears to be another area, or you can sort of go back and explore where you think the goblin might have gone. That's
Which way
entirely
did
up
the
to
goblin
you.
go down?
This room, yeah.
It does not appear, just a casual inspection, that these zombies have much of value.
Okay.
Unless you're like super into old rags and.
Is my light still on?
Yeah. Yes, it
That
is.
took less than 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, that battle was very quick.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how game time works.
A normal round represents everybody taking a turn represents about 6 seconds,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
so it's pretty fast.
I still got my light on.
Yeah. Hey, so do we want to head back, Goblin?
I kind of do, because
Yeah.
I think he'd be heading. I don't think he would run to a hole. I think he would run
he's
to
gonna report
Yes.
To Iron Tooth.
directly.
Okay.
Can I say that I guess the guys that I play with at home are idiots because I am having such a good time. I am considering starting a campaign when I get home.
This is
It's fun.
surprisingly fun. Yeah.
Are you having a good time? Honestly.
You start to
I am
boogie back
shocked.
after the goblin. I'd like everybody to make perception checks, please.
What? But we. Oh.
So you roll a 3 perception.
What do you think about crepes?
You're just so happy.
9 total.
Those guys that
17.
Yeah, I mean,
you
that looks
notice.
like a perceptive guy.
You hear as you're leaving the room. You kind of hear this sort of rustling disturbance sound from back in the room.
From
When you turn
deeper
around,
back?
you see that one of those zombies you killed sits back up.
What?
So what?
And the other one sits back up.
What?
They're like shambling to their feet again.
I did burn one of them, didn't I?
Maybe we have to deal more fire damage or radiant damage.
This can't.
Is this the same encounter?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, my one.
F.
Oh, wait, but
No. Like initiative is the same.
So, Jim,
hold on a second.
you are actually Omen. You get to go first.
Yeah. I'm
You're
gonna
the only
land.
one who noticed this.
Yeah. So I turn around.
Stay down.
Yeah, exactly. With an invocation. Here comes the Lance of Faith.
Okay. Radiant damage.
It's my watchword. 13.
Hits.
Reflex. D8 plus 3, so 9, 14.
All right. You burn a hole clean through this thing, and it falls down again.
Okay, I'm
And it doesn't look like it's going to
I'm
get
going
back
to
up
continue
anytime
to
soon.
mash it.
I'm
sure my friends know
the
what's
one
going
who
on.
stood up will shamble back over and try to attack the cleric. This time rolling a 21,
Ow! That's really good.
but only does 6 points of damage.
That's plenty.
And now, Jim, you are out of your sort of state of surprise
Okay.
at seeing this thing come back to life.
There isn't much to surprise as Jim Dark Magic.
Jim is going to launch Jim's magic missile.
All right.
Magic missile.
So it's 10
Versus
reflex.
reflex.
Hits.
Yeah.
And then
We just had to fight the right kind of enemies, guys.
Yeah.
Undead enemies with no souls.
4 plus 4 fire damage.
Bam!
Or force damage. is
Down
eight.
he goes again.
Okay.
Alright, listen, I'm going to grab the feet,
And then
Binwin, you
goes
grab
over
the
and starts
arms.
smashing.
and let's just pull them until they come apart, and we'll put the different parts in different rooms. I know, I've heard about this.
That's old school.
I heard about this. We're going to bury him in a river.
Okay. The one that you hit with radiant damage is still smoking away there, and he's
This is-
whatever dark energy was powering his fueling his desire to stand seems to have
Well,
evaporated.
can I deliver another Lance of Faith and pin this other one to the
Until
ground?
cows come home.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You blast them to smithereens. They are not getting back up. Ever.
I do the whatever the.
And now
Yeah.
we are out of combat. So,
Hey!
if you've taken damage and you want to spend a healing surge to get some hit points back, by all means go ahead.
I do so.
This period that when you decide to do this, what you're basically doing is saying, I'm taking a short rest.
Yeah.
What a short rest is basically a 5-minute break.
So
where
my
you
light
go-
goes out.
So your
Yeah.
light goes out,
Okay.
and that's why it's 5 minutes
I see.
because you hit these points where if you want to stop and rest.
So that's how it models the healing surge.
Yes.
Is the parties
Cool.
Yes.
taking a moment. Me time.
I mean, it doesn't mean you can't just cast the light again.
I would like to cast the light again.
There you go.
All right. So these guys are
Where
down.
would you like to go next?
We want to go back down here, right? We want to follow
Yeah,
the guy.
exactly.
Okay. Then I will draw as and go there.
Radiation.
What is that?
That was bad.
Strange.
It's like
symbol.
a strange glyph.
God dang it, I'm going to be the first one crossing over that, too. Throw a rock over the glyph?
Yeah, bad. That looks bad, but it also means it's important. You know what I'm saying?
You see, as you make your way down that corridor, that there are now two choices of where to go next. And one of the choices has that inscription on the floor.
We need a professional wizard.
I know, do we have a dungeoneering...
Do any of you have a skill called Arcana?
Yes!
I do, yes.
It's my intelligence.
You can make an Arcana check to maybe identify the nature or power of this symbol.
You need to hook us up.
I can roll for Arcana.
You roll yours.
What's your modifier?
I'm +0 against it's my intelligence.
+0 is like a good guess.
Okay.
They'll seem magical.
And my intelligence is 10.
So,
Well, what's your
I
Arcana?
don't understand. You're rolling it against your intelligence?
No.
It's your int plus the modifier?
Well, this modifier includes the skill points that have been put in, plus your intelligence.
So, like, I just rolled a 1. So that would be
1
a
plus
10.
0.
10?
My intelligence is 10.
Okay. Then you look at it and you say,
Yep.
that's a rune.
My modifier is +9,
Yeah. So 14.
so 14.
You're not exactly sure either. You know it has some sort of magical power, and if you were to step on one of those squares that it occupies, Avandra only knows what might happen.
Here, well, I'm actually going to ask Avandra real quick.
You don't have her number in your cell phone.
I'm gonna just a text. Arcana and trained modifier 5.
Absolutely.
God.
This is the worst.
You fall on your ass
You
and hit
guys-
your head.
On the cliff and are destroyed. We have no idea what that fucking thing is.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Alright, well, so
It
how
looks ominous.
so my light casts light within 4 squares. And so we're back here, right?
You could probably have moved up to get a closer look at
Oh,
it.
okay,
It
so
would have
we're
been
up
okay.
here.
Yeah.
So we have a decision to make.
Yeah.
Let the dwarf take the damage.
Or avoid it altogether.
Man.
Can I jump it?
You could basically sort of try to take a running jump. Absolutely. It's an athletics skill check.
Try it.
I'm going to try it.
You need to roll a 15 or higher to clear those 2 squares.
Well, my strength is a 16. Oh, okay.
No, you're right. You could probably do it. Whether or not we can do it would be a different question.
Maybe I can get a look down the hall.
Yeah.
All right, so you try.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
You
good.
knock it out.
Very
So
good.
he jumps over
Yep.
it.
He runs over the other side
Without any ill effects.
without any ill effects.
Great.
Okay. What do you see? What do your dwarf eyes see?
I don't know.
You see a long passage.
All right.
A long
You throw me the rope, and then we'll pull it tight, and then he will traverse the rope over the glyph.
Let me get this out
Yeah.
so I can draw this.
Yeah, I took PE in junior high. Like, that's my level.
We're looking at the athletic.
Acrobatics, I guess.
0 and 0.
Oh, acrobatics is different than athletics? Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, well, wait. No, it was athletics, right?
Athletics is things like climbing, jumping, and swimming. Acrobatics is more like balancing, tumbling.
Swinging on a chandelier.
Running, jumping, climbing trees.
Yeah.
Putting on dresses while you're up there.
Another one of those symbols.
No.
Shit.
That one's going to be a little harder to jump
You can do it.
diagonally.
It's the same space.
Yeah, but how about you guys?
How about
We have some decisions to make, right?
we do?
Well, I would... Can I look down this hallway?
You can. Your light goes out to 4 squares. That's what you see.
Oh, I see.
If you sort of
But I
tentatively
can-
move down,
Well, hold on. I can cast my light.
you can cast your light on an object and then throw that object. Like if you wanted to take
Pebble.
one of the coins that
Yeah.
you found from the goblins, cast the light on that and chuck it down the hall.
I can throw it 5 squares.
Yeah. And then
So-
it'll light up 4 squares past
I'll
that.
do that. So I'll throw it and it'll land here.
Good move.
Now we're using our brains.
Knowledge is power.
Dead air.
This is a mess.
Yeah, 2 more choices.
Well, this is probably a pretty short
Yeah.
branch there. God only knows what's in there.
Make a perception check for me.
4.
Okay.
Rad.
Are we in the same area?
Silence
Like,
there,
are we?
nothing more. You guys haven't seen any signs of that little goblin.
Well, it seems like.
Are we looking for the blood like down this way? So we know that
You saw blood sort of bloop, 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 bloop,
Do
down
we
there.
see any more blood? We haven't seen any more blood.
You have not been able to see any more blood. Would you like to try?
I'm good. Yeah, I need to check. My guess is they went past both of these goddamn glyphs. That's a 16.
A 16. You see a few droplets, fresh droplets down that way.
Okay, come on back, dwarf.
Really?
I rolled so good.
But, I mean, clearly this is the right path with 2 glyphs.
Maybe that's what Iron Tooth wants us to think.
Iron Tooth is as clever as he is iron. Toothed.
With teeth of iron.
Well, it seems like he would. Well, we don't actually know what these.
How about this? Can I look?
They might just tickle you when you walk over them. Maybe they're tickle glyphs.
Obviously, the goblin didn't go this way because you see the blood.
Yeah.
But someone has to be able to get past these glyphs, right?
Yeah, but maybe they have something on them that lets them get past them.
Oh, as opposed to something in the wall that would turn them on and off.
Well, we could look for both things.
Why don't I do a perception check on anything around the wall?
Okay.
Although,
Here,
on my side,
Searching the walls on your side?
Yeah. I'm going to try to take this wall apart.
So it's like
here.
a 6. I didn't do it.
Loose stones, missing bricks.
Okay.
You're doing what?
21. I'm feeling around the wall trying to find something. There may not be anything, but
I doubt
anyway,
that.
that's 21. There's probably nothing.
You don't find anything around where you are.
Yeah, it's probably not there then, or it's extremely well hidden. Time to come back, dwarf. If you miss,
All right,
we'll find out
what happens either way, right?
Here.
My athletic's pretty good. And there's an 11.
We're scooting back. That's 20.
Yeah, and my
He jumps back over.
Okay.
So what we're adding, my athletics says strength. So that's my base plus whatever I roll.
No. Here, right here, modifier. So just roll your dice.
So
and
the
add
way
that
it's
number.
actually calculated is that
Whatever.
some of your skills you're trained in and some of them you're not.
Yeah,
depending
and
on
I'm
what you've
trained in
chosen.
athletics.
So that gives you, being trained means you get an extra +5
Okay.
on top of everything else.
Awesome.
Okay, so time to head down here.
Okay. You start to boogie down.
All right, I'll
when
go
you
first.
do, parts of these begin to connect.
Yeah.
You notice that they start to connect. I think that's right. Please tell me that's right. Yes. There's another one of those symbols here.
This place is...
And what the hey? This seems to connect. Sounds like you're in a maze or something right now. Ooh. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
It might be that he knows where these glyphs are, and so he's probably running back and avoiding the glyphs. Hopefully, right? We can just follow the blood trail.
That would be incredible. Let's keep a sharp eye. Yeah, I mean, it may be that there is one way through,
Right.
and that blood will help us. If we see blood cross a glyph, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like these glyphs are hard to see. It's not like they're traps.
obvious. I'm just going to draw this because you know that's going to connect. All right.
My fear is that if you go the way there are no glyphs, you get screwed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We're following his blood, though.
Yeah, that's the thing to follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We keep following the blood.
All right.
Should we-
You're able to follow the blood all the way down to here before you need to make. Well, actually, all the way. You don't need to make. You can follow the blood. You've already succeeded at your perception check to do so. It goes this way.
That is interesting. So even he didn't choose to go this way.
Yeah.
Right.
So he avoided the glyph.
That's right. Yeah.
I would like to do my light on a coin trick again.
All right.
King.
You guys are going to pay me back for this, right?
You can keep picking up the
I
same
just keep
coin.
picking up the coin.
He's having 5 gold.
It's a costly light experiment.
Weird.
You chuck the coin in. It seems to illuminate an empty, what seems to be an empty crypt.
A storeroom of some kind.
You can't see every nook and cranny because you're not in the room, but you do get the sense that it's just a small corner crypt, and there's a couple little plips of blood on the ground to suggest that the goblin is probably that way.
All right, Binman.
All right.
Go in there. Maybe we should tie a rope on him first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like a toddler at the mall.
Keep the rope together.
I am not afraid.
You will be.
Okay.
Thanks, Yoda.
The dwarf boldly. Steps
Some would say brashly.
No, they wouldn't.
Some would say bravely.
Some would say brazenly.
Like Benwin would say bravely.
I think Benwin Bronzebottom would say bravely.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
Just totally making this up right now.
You do not see the goblin in the chamber. I'd like you to make a perception check to see if you notice anything untoward.
Now remember that this guy hides.
God dang it! With the flow rolls.
That's what we know about him.
He does hide pretty darn well.
So we're all rolling perception, basically.
Mm-hmm.
4, 10. He's the worst. We need to flood that room with light.
Too late. I got bad news for you.
Yeah. Get ready for the sneak attack.
Get ready for the roof that's really a creature.
All right, you guys are checking it all out, looking around. It's like,
Hey, Jim didn't go in there.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
We're in.
Whoa, Jim! Take it easy.
He's looking around the corner with his compact.
Yeah.
If he's in here, he is a truly gifted, stealthy little goblin, because you're illuminating every corner of the room, and you do not see him.
Hidden passage?
What is
Yeah,
up with
it's
that?
got to be a hidden passage.
Hidden passage.
We need to turn this room over.
Okay. One more perception check for y'all.
I have the perception of a brick, it would seem.
No, that's good. That's that.
Finally.
That's that grade A material.
Come on, I'm a dwarf. I know stone. 20.
Guess what? You're right.
Hidden passage. Making your way.
The standard symbol for a secret door. In that
classic.
wall. Yes. Yeah, it looks like that section of the stone wall actually just sort of pushes on one side, if you so choose. And in fact, when you look at it closely, you can see that there is a little bit of blood near the base of it, and he wasn't able to exactly push it flush with the wall.
Weakened, perhaps, by his bloodied state.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Jim thinks the dwarf should go in.
Yeah. Well, I pushed the door open.
This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Okay.
Now, is this a normal-sized door? Are we going to be crawling? Or are we...
This is a door that's about normal size,
Okay.
about 4 feet wide and 6 feet tall.
Okay.
It's very spacious for.
Hey, my name's Rosalie and I play piano for weddings, funerals, gigs, in bands, different styles of music, from classical rock, all sorts of range of music. So anyone looking for an accompanist or a pianist or background music for weddings or for dinners, just let me know. 0210 728255. Thanks.
Very good.
It's considered
Yes.
luxurious.
And it's heavy stone, which is probably one of the reasons why he had trouble closing it.
Very good.
So you...
Yeah, I'm opening that sucker.
We
Okay.
penetrate the keep.
I guess I'm going to move here in front of the cleric as a dwarven shield.
There are 3 coffins.
You
One
are
of them is dwarf size.
puzzled.
There's poison gas or spikes or some shit. This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
The room immediately fills with lava.
The room devours you. It is a mouth.
You are a little bit mystified because there's this little
Nook.
small burial crypt or something in here, but it too appears to be empty.
Wakajawa?
This is madness.
All right, well, Jim is going to shine his staff light in there.
All right, you sort of stick the end of your staff in there.
So to speak.
It is a small empty chamber. There is no goblin in there.
We'll head on in.
Jim would like to push the dwarf in. Do I have to roll strength or something?
It turns out not so much because the dwarf is.
I'm in there.
Okay, you all see something very odd as
the dwarf turns to ash.
Two crossbow bolts come out of the wall dead ahead of him, and it doesn't look like they fired out through apertures. It looks like that they just sort of phased right through the wall, like it wasn't even there.
It's an illusion. The room is an illusion.
So I get 2 attacks on you.
It's not real.
Okay.
It's illusory.
Very well.
Illusory.
It's illusory.
Illusory. The first one is a I say is a 16 versus AC.
That doesn't do it.
No problem. My AC is 17.
Second one is a natural 1.
Tank.
So they go pink, pink right off your armor.
Shield.
You charge
Father's
through
Father's
the
shield.
imaginary wall.
His father's shield.
You think that might be imaginary, that wall?
That wall?
Yes, so it's initiative, everyone.
Yeah.
15.
All right.
5.
Roman rolls a 15. 5 for Binwin.
11.
And 11 for Jim.
Gosh, you got a nice initiative modifier.
It's 6.
Okay, well the bad news is these guys get to go first. 2 more crossbow bolts come at Binwin.
Crossbows are so bad.
Miss.
Are they
Miss.
fast or something? Or
Wow.
They deal. It's a ranged weapon, but it deals sick damage.
It does. More crossbow bolts miss, and you hear 2 goblins cursing from behind that illusory wall.
Illusory, I believe.
Illusory.
Yes.
Now, it's going to be difficult for you guys to do range attacks on things you can't see.
Exactly. That's why you have to get past it.
And now it is Omen's turn.
Do we have any way to remove the illusion?
Illusion power.
You think that the nature of illusions is such that if you think it's an illusion and you can somehow prove that it is, you can just sort of see past it. Like, for instance, if you were to touch that wall.
Or throw something past it. You touch it.
You think there has to be some sort of contact.
Well, the dwarf should touch it.
Yeah, I'm going to go
But
right through
it's
it.
your move.
Oh, it's mine. Oh, it's
Omen's move.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And so, since we saw him run through it, we now know it's
Yes.
an illusion, so we can see beyond it too.
And now the illusion sort of gives way.
This is really fun.
You're walking on a tongue. You look up. It is a mouth. I think every adventure should end with that. You look up. It is a mouth.
That whole sort of back end of the room is not actually there.
Oh, okay. So the first part is true. There is a partial crypt.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck these goblins up. It's about to get rail for those goblins.
Alright, that makes this real.
They're just waiting. They're like the extras. They're waiting behind the dungeon screen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't come out till the second level.
They're drinking coffee.
They're trying to get in characters like,
You guys get any action today?
It's like the sheepdog and the coyote cartoon.
Yeah.
They're punching in. Hey, John Harrow.
it's too guttural. I need to bring it back.
You have appeared to have entered some sort of secret armory. There are some decrepit-looking racks of weapons on each side of the room here. There's also a suit of armor, which I'll describe momentarily, stashed in here with a wall plaque.
Not goblin-sized?
No, in
That
fact...
would affect its grandeur, I guess.
Yes, these 2 weapon racks, and then the ragged suit of armor in the alcove. The armor doesn't look particularly grand. It looks like it might have been grand at one point, but it's sort of fallen
It's old
into
school.
disrepair. It's very old school. The plaque above it, you have a hard time reading at this distance, but it looks like it says something important.
Do not read this plaque.
As all plaques do.
If you read this plaque, you'll die.
No, I got it.
Pardon me while I dig out my minis.
Yeah. So, 2 goblins that we know of, or 1 goblin dual-wielding crossbows. That would explain the miss.
Yeah.
So, we have some goblins, some goblin issues, basically.
Yes.
And do we see our hated foe, Iron Tooth?
I roll to kill Iron Tooth.
Success.
You're always trying to.
All right.
You're
always trying to
Good
speed
news.
track this thing.
Good news. The two crossbow guys are right there and there.
So they moved around.
Yeah. Sorry, where were you? Here?
Yeah.
Or so, yeah. No, this was.
Yeah, that's the
past
end.
wall.
I just pushed back.
There are two goblins hidden behind the corner here.
Is one of them the bloodied one that we already beat the crap out of?
This guy. Oops, and he's the wrong guy. And then
You're
here's the good
goblin
news.
gangbanged.
This goblin is wearing a helmet that has sort of a partial visor sort of bolted to the sides that comes down over his jaw and protects his mouth. And it's got these big sort of jagged pointed teeth coming out of it. So it's like
Iron Tooth.
it's like a metal mouthpiece with these saw-like fangs.
I rolled to kill Iron Tooth.
What?
And you have walked through the wall, and
Exactly.
the wall sort of disappears so that you can all see into the room.
And I can act.
You can still act.
I think your act is going to be to get penetrated by 4 goblins.
5.
You are somewhat surrounded.
Does he still look hurt?
He's had a little bit of
He's bandaged
time
up.
to
But he's hurt. Okay, is anybody hurt?
I'm up to full.
I haven't even been hit
Okay,
yet.
I'm saving. You don't worry.
A luxury of being in the rear all the time.
Oh, man. Okay. Here we go.
You can do it.
Okay, here we go. I am going to... I can't use ranged attacks because I'm close to these guys, right?
That is, you could, but you would. Well, actually, yeah, you would provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunity attacks from them, from this guy specifically, because he's got a melee weapon and he's standing right next to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then I need to do this the old-fashioned way and get the mace out.
All right. And in whose face are you planting your mace? The injured guy?
If I move again, it's attack of opportunity city, right? If I move 1 square past where I am, the guy creeping around in the corner will take a shot.
I'm glad you mentioned that because actually, when you did move to here, you provoked an attack of opportunity from him anyway.
Already?
Yes.
Well,
You didn't see him as.
Let's resolve it.
Let's resolve that right now. Oh,
Critical failure.
bleh. 12 is not going to hit your AC.
No.
Okay. So.
So if I move one more square forward, I'm not initiating another one.
Correct.
Okay. I bring the hammer right down.
All right.
On Iron Tooth.
Okay.
But he doesn't care.
Wow, you really do just go straight for Iron Tooth, huh?
Oh yeah.
He literally rolled to kill Iron Tooth.
That doesn't happen.
Okay. Then we come to Jim.
Okay.
You need to heat this. You need to burn this city.
Okay, hold on a second. I mean, there's a couple things I can do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you actually missed him with a melee attack, didn't you?
Oh no! So he can shift for free.
Yes.
Way to go.
Hey, can I see the sign from here? The plaque?
Yes. And it has a lot of words on it. The first 3 of which say, a wondrous treasure.
Okay, I read enough. I know what
I know what has to be done.
That's all I needed. Because I think, because you guys are just hanging out doing stuff, I need to think about Q2.
Jim, you think sometime during this encounter might be a good time to use your daily?
Yeah. I was just reading what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my acid arrow.
Okay.
There's a lot of text here, so I'm trying to understand how this works. It hits one creature.
Feel free to read it aloud for the benefit of the...
A shimmering arrow of green glowing liquid streaks to your target and bursts in a spray of sizzling acid.
That's great.
Okay, now it's a daily.
Mm-hmm.
It's a standard action, so it's ranged 20, so I can hit him from way safely out here. +4 versus reflex, that's not bad. It hits for 2d8 plus 4 acid damage and an ongoing 5 acid damage.
So there's a dot.
What does save ends mean?
That's a very good question. It means that if you hit with this attack, in addition to taking the massive 2d8 plus whatever damage,
+4,
at the start of his turn, he is going to take ongoing extra damage of acid. It's just going to continue to eat away at him until he makes a saving throw. And you always make saving throws at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So if he fails his saving throw against that acid,
to resist it, basically.
yes.
Okay.
If he fails that save, he will continue to burn for another round. The acid will continue to eat away at him.
And then it says, make a secondary attack. So then I get to attack again.
Yes.
My secondary target is each creature adjacent to the primary target.
Oh,
So this is a splash effect.
So acid hits him
and then splashes into all the adjacent
sprays out.
squares.
My secondary attack is +4 versus reflex, and it's 1d8 plus 4 acid damage and ongoing.
So this is a good attack
same
if
thing.
he is near one of his if he's
And he
adjacent
is.
to one of his allies.
He is.
This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And the good news is he's no longer adjacent to the cleric.
Yeah.
So
this is going to be a good hit.
I'm going to go ahead and use my Wand of Accuracy,
good call.
and then I'm going to do Acid Arrow.
Is that a 2?
It's a 2, but
Is that a
but
2?
But he still takes a bunch of damage, and you get a secondary attack.
Even if I miss?
What does it say under miss?
Miss, half damage and ongoing 2 acid damage to primary target and no secondary attack.
Okay.
So it's not, it isn't a total wash.
I hit him for 2, or no, I'm sorry, I hit him for, I still roll.
Yeah.
2d8.
2d8.
2d8 plus whatever.
Is that an 8?
No, it's 10.
No, it's 10.
And then you take half of
I
that.
need another 8.
Okay, another 8 back there. Double
So
roll.
it's still going to be 2d8
That's
plus
8, right?
4.
Plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 8, 19, 11, 12 minus 4 is 8.
6.
6.
Can I get it?
Why are we so bad at this? I need some flashcards.
Okay, so that.
Okay. And
it
so
is
and
for
now he's got
6.
2 ongoing acid on top of that?
That's right.
Right.
Okay, I'll keep a track of that.
So it's not a total wash. I mean,
Yeah.
he got hit.
Dailies always have something happening on a miss. It would have been nice if you'd rolled better, but you'll take your damage.
Life's
when you
hard.
can. Yes.
We're gonna live with it.
All right, so he starts to burn and he starts to scream and he gets really, really angry. And then it is.
Please say it's Binlin.
It's not. I had like a 5 initiative. It's Goblin's turns.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be one round.
This is good though because we need this guy to come out a little bit so I can get to him easier.
He's going to move back at this point, and he's still burning, seething with acid. Oh, he takes 2 points of damage right off the bat from your acid.
It happens on his turn.
What's that?
It happens. The damage takes place on his turn.
At the start of his turn,
Great.
before he takes any actions. He tells this little goblin to come up here.
Yeah.
And the reason he does that is because now he is flanking with this goblin. If basically you've got guys on opposite sides of you, that's bad news.
So he can do that on his turn? He can tell that goblin to move in?
I have
Yes.
a video like that.
And this goblin will try to attack you, getting a +2 on the roll. However, he rolls a natural 1 and misses. Balgrom is going to use a crippling strike.
So Balgrom is his real name. Iron Tooth is a colloquialism.
Is what
He's like, a lot of people call me Iron Tooth. I don't know why.
Iron
Maybe it's
Tooth,
the
Iron
mask.
Tooth is what he is known as to the people who fear him.
Yeah.
in the
But his
real
given name.
Yes.
His Christian name.
Hey guys, thank you for visiting my Patreon page. So what is Patreon? Patreon is kind of like Kickstarter where you can fund and help support your favorite project or artist, but unlike Kickstarter, Patreon is more of a long-term support website. Think of it as a magazine subscription where you're subscribed for a fee and will receive the project at a promised delivery date. With that in mind, I'm actually offering my resources such as PSD, video process, tutorials, voiceover workshops, and many more as thanks for helping to support me. If you are interested in
Howard Jameson.
Did you guys rehearse that?
No.
No, we're just the same fucking.
He rolls a 27. AC.
He misses. No, that hits me.
Okay. He tries to skewer you with his sword. His crippling strike ability means he's going to sort of hamstring you and slow you.
Yeah.
In addition, When he is flanking with a colleague, he does an extra 2d6 points of damage.
What, every time?
If he's flanking, yes. So
God,
he's got
Steve, you need to get in here.
Oh, don't worry.
So he does.
Don't worry, I'm
damage
drawing.
to you.
That's the plan. Hey, take it easy.
8, 9, actually not too bad.
I'm getting paid to do
12 points of damage.
Ah!
And
God,
you are slow.
I wasn't role playing there. Like, ow! 12?
So on your next turn, you are slowed, but that means you can only move 2. And then this little dude will move to here and just try to stab you, because he's going to miss anyway.
I'm so glad.
All right, Finwin.
Yes! It's time for some shit to happen.
Please go to work.
All right.
The cleric is unhappy because he's surrounded by goblins.
No, I don't blame you. Now, I want to try to get... what I'm assuming is if we take out Irontooth, they'll all kind of...
Well, they're goblins, right?
They'll scatter, right? They'll be like, oh, crap, our leader's down.
It's not worth it.
Right. So, my question to you, and forgive my lack of the game mechanics, is how can I, in this round, get to him? I have to go through somebody first.
Okay.
Couldn't you cleave this guy?
If he gets up to Irontooth, definitely.
If you just wanted to sort of ignore the other goblins and get up to Irontooth, you basically have to end up either here or here.
Okay.
Whatever way you go around, you will provoke an attack of opportunity at least from him.
Okay.
And that's okay. One's okay.
Over to here.
Yeah.
Or just like to here.
That's the way I want. Well, yeah, that's the way I want to go.
Well, this guy here is armed with a crossbow right now.
Oh, I see. So
and he can't attack with that.
So, do we resolve the attack of opportunity first?
Yes.
Okay.
So, this little goblin...
Ooh!
Oh!
Ouch!
Sting!
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're going to take some damage on that. He does not have combat advantage against you. Oh, he does. No, he doesn't. So, he does...
Why doesn't he?
Because he actually attacked... when he was here.
Oh, I see.
As he was moving around, that's when the goblin attacked, and then the dwarf moved there. Take 4 points.
All right, no problem.
That is the difference between the professionals and the amateurs.
Yeah.
Okay, very well done, and now you can attack.
All right, guess what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
My daily power, Brute Strike. On Irontooth, Brute Strike.
What's Brute Strike do?
It shatters armor and bone with a ringing blow.
Nice.
Hey, let's sign up for that.
And if I miss, I didn't even use it.
Wow.
12.
Plus 6. So,
18
versus armor class?
Hit!
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, you're a mean person, basically.
2d6. Oh, 10 plus 3?
Why'd you roll 2d6?
Because that's my... Oh.
Brute Strike, 66.
Oh, my God.
6d6?
That's what makes it a daily.
So there's 10. We're going to end this right now, boys.
Oh, shit!
Oh! There's 12. So that's 22 so far.
Okay, well, you paid for it, though. You had to... That's the Snake Eyes. You paid for that earlier on.
So,
yeah.
24 plus 3. No, yeah, 24, 27.
Wow.
27 damage to Irontooth.
He is bloodied, but still standing.
Wow, that's a tough bugger.
Yeah, but man,
that was incredible.
Does he hate you?
What is it? What was he holding? What is his weapon?
Right now, he is wielding a big serrated blade. Well, big for him.
All right, cool.
Small for you.
Like a Ginsu.
Yeah. And now, it's now the crossbow guys' turns. They're going to
step away
out of danger. And Balgrim / Irontooth basically points at the dwarf and orders your death, and they shoot at you both.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
One of them is going to miss. The other one rolled a 19 versus AC.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. I'm only 17 AC.
Okay.
He's only 17.
Does 9 points of damage.
17 AC.
9 points of damage.
All right.
And now it is Pullman's turn.
27 minus 9?
27 minus
9 is...
18. You're okay. What? Listen, I have 14. You cram me a fucking river. So...
I still haven't been hit.
You're gonna love it.
She was unscathed at this point.
Such is the way of wizards.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about this daily power beacon of hope. Let me describe it for you. So a burst of divine energy harms your foes and heals your allies. So the target is
when it says hit, the target is weakened until the end of its next turn. So that's not damage.
So, first of all, it's a close burst, you said?
Exactly.
And
Burst 3.
Burst 3, so it basically radiates 3 squares from you.
It would be this entire room.
So, yeah, it would hit everything except Jim.
Yeah.
And what's the effect on a hit again?
It says hit, the target is weakened until the end of its next turn.
Okay. And does it also take damage?
It could be there's a typographical...
No, it may not be.
Or topographical.
It could be a topographical error. Like the river might actually be over there.
Okay, yeah, this is a healing power. The effect also kicks in. So you and all allies in the burst regain 5 hit points.
Yeah.
Just like that. And your healing powers for the rest of the encounter heal an additional 5 hit points.
Oh, I see. So it's meant to set up encounters.
Yes.
It's not meant to eradicate.
Yes. And on a hit, if a target is weakened, that means it deals half damage.
Well, this is the time to use it.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. I'm going to dish it up. So that's everybody here.
So you have to make attack rolls against all of the enemies in the room.
Yeah.
And those that fail deal half damage. Is it weakened until...
No, until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So there's we get a good, we get an easy round, basically.
They're going to do half damage if you hit them.
Yeah. Okay. And everybody gets 5 hit points back.
Yes, instantly, including you.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you don't because you're not healed. Or you're not injured, I should say.
Okay, ready. So here we go.
That affects you too, by the way, Cleric.
Yeah. I'm overjoyed. So, attack plus 3 versus will.
Okay, you tell me which one you want to attack first.
Let's just go clockwise, starting with
Iron Tooth.
Starting with Iron Tooth, or Bogrom, as his friends call him.
Yes.
10.
10 does not hit it.
On will. Okay, next guy.
Yes, that's going to hit.
Okay.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
What's that symbol?
1.
So these two are dealing half damage.
Good. And as him with the guy back there is great. So we each get 5 hit points back.
I already took it.
All right.
You said it was instant.
Well
so I
done.
Okay, so...
And like it says, if you do any other healing, like healing words on people, you deal an extra
for
5
this
points
encounter,
on top of it.
which is hot.
Yeah, that's very hot.
I'm going to dish it up. Okay.
And now it is Balgrim's turn. Iron Teeth.
Yeah, he's the one that's real mad at me, right?
No, actually, sorry, it's Jim's turn.
Oh, it's Jim.
Jim! You got to eat this up, Jim.
Finish him off!
You have many options.
You'd be pleased to know that your acid is still burning away at his face.
Flesh. So if I do burning hands and I turn that whole place into an oven, I'm going to cook these two.
Absolutely.
Right? For how much? For the same amount?
Yeah.
For 2d6 plus 4?
If you hit them, there's always a chance you could miss them.
Wouldn't that be great?
I don't know. Part of me feels like I should just set that whole room on fire.
Well, it's
consequences be damned.
I'm not going to stop you.
How much health do you have?
I have 21, so I can take that hit.
I've got 23.
You guys are fine.
It is a blast 5, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to make sure you get as many of the bad guys as possible,
center it on me
to there.
Okay.
That way you can drop it here. You actually won't be able to get this guy and this guy because they are not all in the 5x5 square.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to get this chunk.
Got it. All right, make an attack against everybody in the room. Let's start with this little happy customer.
All right, so a fierce burst of flame erupts from your hands and scorches nearby foes.
So they're scorched?
This is attack plus 4 versus reflex.
Yeah.
9 on the first guy.
That is a miss.
Okay, so that goblin.
That goblin is not.
Let's do Iron Tooth.
Yeah, come on.
18.
Ooh. That's going to hit him.
22.
That's absolutely going to hit him. So we'll deal damage in a second.
Yeah.
Let's do the dwarf.
6, 10.
Versus reflex.
No,
miss.
Sorry. Again,
that goblin.
Just like high school. I'm sitting here drawing and not paying attention.
15.
15 against reflex is a hit.
Okay.
Against the cleric.
Yeah, that's a hit.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Good, strong hit.
Okay. 6, 10.
Miss.
I don't hit that guy.
Yeah,
you can't hit that.
That's right.
Okay.
So we have 2 that are hit by the D, or 3 that are hit by the D6.
Yeah.
So now we do 2d6 plus 4 fire damage.
Nice.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to Iron Tooth, I guess.
Ow.
What's 1 damage, right? 1 damage roll for everybody?
1 damage roll for everybody.
Oh.
So it's 11 for the cleric, 11 for Balgrim. You incinerate him.
Okay.
And
the other 2.
How much for me?
The other 2 are okay.
I missed you.
Oh, awesome.
That's the kind of control. Listen, Jim knows how to control his fire.
I gotcha.
For the most part.
Cleric's like, says who? Okay, sorry, that was Jim. Next is Irontooth. Oh, by the way, Irontooth is looking very, very, very hurt. He is still,
Emotionally.
He is still, however, flanking you.
He feels betrayed.
So.
Oh, I'm dead. I am
He is
completely
going
dead.
to try to get you here. Oh.
That's it.
Oh, no. No. Here it comes.
I think I had forgotten that.
Plus 3. 12, 13, 16 points of damage.
Okay, so that's -6.
Oh! Cleric goes down. Thump. Well, this is good, because now we'll get to see the
death rules.
Death rules in play.
Because now we get more treasure.
It's good for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
He will cheer. Do a little
I will avenge you. I will avenge you, Omen.
But you should rescue me first.
I know. Trust me. You will be avenged. This crime will not go unpunished.
This little guy will just step up to the wizard.
What? This is unprecedented.
Try to skewer you with his sword. Oh, sadness. He rolled an 11 versus AC.
14 is my
Okay. You parry him with your staff.
Oh, man. That's impressive.
And now it is, I believe, Binwin's turn.
Yeah! Let's end this shit!
You gonna bring it down?
I'm gonna bring it down. Cleave is no...
I forgot to see if...
Yeah, Reaping Strike.
Reaping Strike is what is the...
You'll be pleased to know Irontooth is still burning in your acid.
Delicious.
You know what?
What?
Well, you have your 2 choices, right? You also have your encounter power.
Yeah. And to knock him prone. You want to do that?
Yeah, it'll actually, putting him prone makes it tougher for Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead and reap him.
All right, here we go.
So you're going after your Irontooth.
11,
17.
17.
17 is a hit.
Awesome. 2d6 plus 3.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you bring that maul upside Irontooth's face, and you shatter his helmet, send his mouth guard flying through the air, along with most of his teeth.
Catch it, and then put it on yourself.
And he spins around, falls on his face in a dead, wet heap.
That's awesome.
And all the other goblins that are still alive go...
Well, we expected that, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
And by the way, he's still burning with acid.
Good. He continues to burn.
Okay, the crossbowman, crying vengeance, takes shots at the dwarf.
Oh, what? They're not running in fear?
Well, they can't get away very easily yet. So...
They're going to have to go over the mage to do it.
24.
Yikes.
17.
17, well, the push hits anyway, so...
So they both hit?
They both hit.
Then you will take a total of 16 points of damage.
7 hit points left. When am I allowed to healing surge?
Okay. You can,
not during an encounter,
as a standard action, use your second wind to spend a healing surge.
I gotcha.
But then you lose your attack.
Screw that noise.
Okay.
So now I'm dying.
You are dying.
Yes.
Now what this means is you make a death save. It's a d20 roll. Unless you're a human, there are no modifiers to it. You just need to roll a... If you roll less than a 10...
You stabilize?
You get basically 1 strike against you. If you roll less than a 10 3 times, you're dead.
Ooh.
3 strikes, you're out.
3 strikes, you're out.
Of life.
If you roll 10 or higher, like 10 to 19, no change. You're basically not getting any worse. You're not getting any better.
Yeah.
If you roll a natural 20, big time score. Your hit points go up to 0, and you can immediately spend a healing surge for free and get back a quarter of your hit points, and you're back in the game.
Great.
So
just roll 20.
Yeah, d20 roll.
Do you die?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just this 3 strikes. So
but I can
roll a
only get 3 of those, yeah.
You want a 10 or higher at the very least.
15.
That counts.
Nice.
So you are stable.
That's a new system, okay.
Yeah. It creates a fair amount of tension.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay, so...
It's not real. It's not real. It's just a
So
game.
you're stable, but not doing anything at the moment. Let's see. He's gone. Jim, you've got a goblin in your grill.
Yeah.
You should put a goblin on your grill with burning hands.
Jeez.
You see the commercials? One of those late night commercials?
Put a goblin on grill, burning hands.
Since he's right in front of me, I can't do a ranged attack.
You can shift back 1 square and then do a ranged attack without provoking an opportunity attack, if you so wish.
Okay,
Or you can just club him with your staff.
That's probably not... Where's the stat for that?
It would be under your basic attacks here.
+2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want to get your intelligence in there.
I'm going to take a step back then and try to hit him with a magic missile.
All right.
Jim's magic missile.
A classic technique.
So this is +4 versus reflex. 12.
Miss.
Actually, no, it's 13.
Miss.
No, it's 15.
That's like natural 20. Okay, well, you didn't get hit, and I'm stable, so...
Okay. He will continue to press his advantage. He rolled a 17 versus AC.
I only have 14.
Okay. Wrong guy. He rolls 3 points of damage against you.
Oh, alright.
The wizard knows now his own blood. First time he's been injured.
I don't like it. Jim tastes his blood for the first time.
It's a taste he doesn't like.
Me?
It's a taste he's not familiar with.
Who's still up around me? That goblin to my
Currently,
left?
there are just 2 goblins with crossbows, and they're both sort of pointing at you to attack the other one.
Yeah.
And then there's the one who's threatening the wizard.
So if he heals me, if he uses the healing skill, what happens?
Okay, if you decide to, instead of attacking, administer healing to him, you make a heal check using the heal skill.
Which on the other side.
Yeah.
And +2.
If you can roll a 15 or higher, he can spend a healing surge.
Okay. I'm going to go for it, all right?
Well, it's up to...
Well, look, these 2 are arguing about who is going to attack me. And
they're actually arguing with you, trying to convince
me to attack the other one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, frankly, it's time for frankly, it's time for the wizard to take some heat.
I see, and I completely agree.
And if any of us fall and you can't get up, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah. It's a good investment. So
having the cleric on his feet is a good thing. Success!
16. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You can now spend a healing surge for free.
And I will. Now, do I get a +5 because of my beacon of hope?
Sure do.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Okay, so we are
back in the game.
Yeah, basically. So we're talking about a healing surge, which is 6.
Yeah, +5 is 11. Bang.
Yeah.
Your total number of healing surges for the day goes down by 1, but hey, you got 11 hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
Notice that no matter how far negative you got, when you spend a healing surge to get back in the game, you always start from 0.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Okay. All right, now, when do I act?
You are up.
On your turn, you will act normally.
I'm sorry. You accidentally moved me. Oh, you're still prone.
Yeah. Your eyes flutter open. The dwarf is standing above you, slapping your face.
Yeah.
Cool, refreshing water from my flask hit your face.
And that was Binwin's turn.
Yep.
You still have a move if you want.
You want to get in somebody's face?
Yeah, I do.
Because whoever you are...
Well, Iron Tooth is dead.
Yeah, but whoever you're physically touching can't use their crossbow.
Yeah, just charge them.
Well, look, this guy's closer, so I'm taking him.
Okay. Time to school him. Then it is actually the crossbow guy's turn. He has to drop his crossbow and attack you with his dagger.
No, not a problem at all.
Which sucks.
He rolled an 18.
Well, that's enough.
You rolled an 18, and you were destroyed.
For 5 points.
5.
Next turn, you need to spend a healing surge.
I do.
This one is going to shoot the dwarf.
He would.
He would. But he misses.
Thank God, because I'm down to 2 hit points.
Wow.
Your turn, Omen.
Okay.
Standing up is a move action.
So can I just crawl over and like bite his leg?
You could, or you could stand up and use like Lance of Fate.
Oh, standing up is a move action.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. So I stand up as a move action.
Yes.
I dish out a Lance of Faith. And
are any of these guys hurt? I have taken 3 points of damage.
No.
Any of the goblins. Any of the goblins. No. So these guys are all fresh.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
So I use my healing. I use my Lance of Faith. Actually, hold on. As a minor action, I use Healing Word on Scott.
Okay.
Who is also called Binwin. Who is known as Binwin. It's like Bagram and sort of like Iron Tooth.
Yeah.
It's a similar situation. So anyway, he does a Healing Surge.
For?
Up to you.
So your Healing Surge is 7, plus 3, plus 1d6.
Ooh.
Wow.
So 16.
16 plus 5.
Yes.
21.
Holy cow! That's because of that beacon.
I'm back up to 23 hit points.
Well, my healing, I can heal as a minor action.
Yes.
But
It's
buff from
up.
daily.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am back in total action.
Yeah, you're ready to roll now.
I mean, it still costs you a healing surge.
I'll
but,
take
you
it.
know, whatever.
I'm down to 8.
Yeah,
I
Lance
have
of,
12 per
Lance of
day.
Faith
Just
is
got a bucket of hit points.
yeah, Lance of Faith. So I'm gonna nail that guy. So he's marked for his +2 next turn.
Got it.
That is going to be a 14 against reflex.
That is a miss.
Dang.
Just.
I tried.
You did a lot, though.
Yeah.
So we appreciate
Let's
it.
see, he's dead. He's dead. Jim.
Jim.
So you're still backing out.
Come on.
Jim's going to take another step back.
We're going to run out of road here.
I want that dark magic.
And, actually, hold on a second. Which of the guys that have been hurt?
None of them. They're all fresh.
These guys are all ready to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought this guy back in the corner was the one we started hitting originally over here.
Oh, yeah. He takes some damage from before. He's still got some damage on him.
I think that was a genuine forget.
Sorry.
I don't think he's trying to screw us, Mike. You don't have to stink eye the DM.
I was.
I saw the eye.
I saw you stink eye that.
He has not taken any damage in this encounter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a step back and I'm going to magic missile.
Jim's magic missile.
Jim's magic missile. This guy right in front of me.
Oh!
Ooh.
Bam!
Natural 20.
Brutal technique.
Critical.
Okay, so that is.
Or actually, you don't need to roll your damage. It's max damage. So 2d4. That's 8
2d4
points.
plus 4.
12.
So
12.
Right out the gate.
You kill him.
Bam.
burn!
Come closer.
Okay, the Binwin.
Yeah.
All right. Clean up crew.
Yes. I'm, well, he's right in front of me. So I will, why not Reaping Strike again?
Well, you could reap him or you could spinning sweep him because I imagine Michael focus his damage on the weakened one.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's
Jim,
a good idea.
I'm sorry, Jim. Jim, specifically Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magics. So if you put him down, that'll be okay.
Okay. Then the spinning sweep it is.
All right.
Ooh.
Nice.
What was that?
18.
An 18 plus 6
You get him.
Yeah.
versus armor class. 4 2d6 plus 3. So that is
11?
11.
Yeah. That's a nice hit, and he goes down.
And he's down.
Is he
Yes.
down prone or is he down dead?
He is dead.
Oh, wow.
Bam!
Okay, this guy
Is going.
the bane of your
The
existence,
very
the one
first
that
guy.
you followed through. He tells you that he will do whatever you want. He will serve you in any capacity if you just let him live. He will take you on tours of the dungeon. He will show you where the goblins keep their food. He will do whatever. He does not want to fight you, and he does not want to die.
we are trying to build an organization here. I mean, you could think about this as
His name is Splug.
as a hiring.
He's a contractor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do we have room for a new hire?
He's certainly got survival instincts.
He's an incredible. He almost killed the entire party.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are these guys trustworthy?
Well, we have to.
He also says that he can lead you to the death cultists who are hiding under the ruins.
Yeah.
I like
And you're
that.
like,
I do like
death
this.
cultists? There are death
I hear
cultists?
what you're saying, Splug, and you're speaking my language. Let's table this for now. Let's head back out to Winterhaven
Well, hold on.
and knock some heads. It's time to rest, right?
Yeah, but
we
don't
can
we
rest
want
from here, right?
We want
Yeah, you
to.
can rest up in here.
Well, and also, I want to investigate this.
I want to see what's on Iron Tooth.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn this room upside down. I'm saying,
Okay.
do we want
Alright.
to head back to town, or do we want to just set up camp out here?
I don't think it's good to bring the goblin back to town.
That's
No.
probably true.
And
It's
if we-
because there's still it's racism.
If we
basically.
leave him here,
If
he's
we,
gonna take off.
yeah, I guarantee if we split, he ain't gonna be waiting for us tomorrow.
No, we can make it.
The only thing making him loyal is the weight of our blade against his neck.
No, Splug is in. It's temporary. He serves at my pleasure.
He seems actually much happier with you than he ever did with Iron.
You'll find that we are tough but fair employers.
Okay,
Tell him that we do the dental.
he needs it.
Yes, let's turn over these ancient weapons.
Okay. You see that a lot of the weapons are rusted out, but there's something about the plaque. It seems to have a riddle inscribed upon it.
Oh.
This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Are we leveling up?
We're gonna level up. Okay. Now,
How does that work?
I'll show you. Give it a flip. So, now, in addition to the existing powers you have,
Oh yeah.
this sheet
Sorry.
shows us that now, so at second level, you would have increased your hit points to 27.
You want to hear me eat?
Bloody, obviously, it's half,
No, no.
half of that, right? Your healing surge increases as well. So here's the extra feats that they gave you. So now you have +1 to saving throws.
Because your new level is an even number, everything that includes 1/2 your level gets better. Increase your attacks, defense, initiative, and skill check modifiers by 1 point.
So that's nice. So you get +1.
To what? To all these?
Yeah, so all of your attacks are now +1. All of your defenses, including AC?
Yes.
So this is actually 50.
Yeah, so now it's, so just go across the board.
So this is actually
Increase you at 17, 13,
What else changes?
11. And so all of the rolls that we do for attacks are now +. So if they were +3 before, now they're +4.
Initiative goes up to 7.
But, and now I have any initiative at all, which is nice.
And so, are there any other defenses?
Oh,
All of these.
Yeah,
go up.
those are your defenses.
And all of my skill check.
All the skill check modifiers. So if it was a 0, it stays a 0.
Where did you see an addition to initiative? Oh, I see.
So that even the zeros get up. Wow, great.
So everything goes.
You just become a better person.
Yes. Anything you could do before, you can now do better.
Incredible. I can't wait to take that into account. Feat Group Insight. I grant allies within 10 squares of me a +1 racial bonus to insight checks and initiative checks, which is nice. So
Okay.
everybody gets another plus on that.
How does a feat work?
It depends on the feat, but a lot of times they're passive. So if your feat is human perseverance,
You gain +1 bonus to saving throws.
that's right. So we haven't had to do any saving throws yet.
I see.
When you do, you get a bonus.
You will.
And then, are these new spells down here?
Exactly. So
I have a new daily.
That's right. So here's your new hit points. Total hit points is 31 now. And then here's your new encounter power, and here's a new daily.
I thought my hit points went to 27.
They did. That's the second level. I think he's bumping us to 3.
Yes.
Oh,
you're
wow,
taking
you
us all
really
the way to
are?
third
Yes.
level.
You have explored vast expanses of this dungeon, killed lots of monsters,
Okay.
gained experience.
So it's like when last we saw our heroes.
Right.
So I have a new daily.
Yeah. So now when you're looking through things to do, here's your new daily. Here's another sick one. What's that?
This is once per encounter in red, right?
Yeah, that's your encounter power.
With a subtle gesture, you wreathe nearby enemies in flames.
So tell me what wreathing them in flames means in game terms.
It means 1d8 plus 4 fire damage and ongoing 5 fire damage. Save ends it.
And nearby means within 15 feet, 3 squares.
Yeah.
Explain this utility, fighter utility to me. Unstoppable. Let your adrenaline surge carry you through the battle. Daling, healing, martial, minor action, personal.
It's healing?
Oh, you gain 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points. That's once a day.
Handy.
Wow.
So if I
What's
can't
wrong
get
with
to
me?
you,
I'm hiccuping.
if I can't get to you, that'll be pretty nice.
So, my new gray is daily, right?
Yeah.
My new gray is like run away really fast.
You may need it.
It doesn't have to be away.
Oh, I can just
It's
run
a,
fast.
And so you move up to twice your speed, but shift means that you're not provoking opportunity attacks with that movement.
so you could go anywhere you wanted. Like
Right to the bad guys.
if we want to get you far away, up close,
I see. Okay.
You can put you right into harm's way that much faster.
Okay.
once a day,
Gotcha.
you can die.
I think I'm good then.
We're ready.
What was the mystery of the armor? you mentioned?
Well, there was a inscription with a riddle over a suit of armor after we defeated the vile Iron Tooth, also called Bugram.
But we didn't actually hear the riddle. Or read the riddle.
That's Splug?
But considering that we're level 3 now, that armor's probably green to us.
Well, I have Blink now, so...
Never goes out of sound. Inscription over armor.
What?
Yeah, I'm not finding it.
Okay, well, we'll talk to him later. We'll call him.
The idea is that we solved the riddle, whatever it was.
Perfect.
I rolled and solved it.
And we're deeper now. Has Splunk or what's this guy's name?
Splug.
Yeah.
Splug has led us deeper into the...
Is he still...
He doesn't really know his way around beyond the area where you found him.
Oh, really? So he oversold
He
his
said he
abilities.
could take us to the death cultists.
He said he could take you to the Death Cultists, and he led you to stairs leading down and further into the dungeon.
Okay.
He kind of hid behind you as you were fighting your way through some hobgoblins at the bottom of those stairs. But he keeps pointing you, oh, that way for sure.
Voices!
Oh, yeah. Splunk likes to get critical hits.
Hey, did you do voices when you were a pastor?
No.
What's your voice for Jesus?
That's funny because in the Catholic Church they do voices for Jesus. Jesus always talks like this.
Yeah, it was a Methodist, not so much.
What did you say?
You heard
The
that?
church with me like
Yeah.
Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like 2 levels.
Of Catholicism? I'm super Catholic.
All right, you're right. So we're moving ahead.
So you're moving ahead. You
What's
have
your confirmation name? If you're
Francis.
super Catholic? Okay.
What's your confirmation name?
Patrick.
Oh.
Really?
That's where Francis got his name.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Francis is named after your confirmation name?
Huh?
That's funny.
Okay, we're back on track. So,
sure we are.
those are
Also, Jade, virgin birth. And we pray directly to Jade,
Wow.
not to Jesus. And we're idol. And, you know, whatever.
American idolaters.
Where does our party start?
You're going to start at those doors right there.
So they're doors.
Yes, there are doors.
Oh, wow, he's got fancy stuff here.
He's got
Fancy
tiles.
tiles. What are you going to do with these doors?
I bet it's something like that.
Beer.
I sort of
I'm gonna
gesture.
gurgle.
I sort of gesture with my chin over to the door at the dwarf. Just
Yeah,
All
we
right,
had good luck with pushing
listen.
the dwarf through doors.
This is where my, have I had any modifiers to my perception rolls?
You do get
Everything
that
in
plus
F1.
one. for your
Good,
skills.
awesome.
that is a D12.
Well, you rolled really well.
What? Oh.
I am so ashamed.
But I got a 12, did you see that?
Yeah, good job.
That should count as a 20. 7.
That's not as good.
No, it's not. So 7, 8, 9, it's 10.
You think you hear? You're listening, right?
Yeah.
You think you hear some shuffling or scraping on stone through the door?
Could people be playing shuffleboard?
Mage, get up here with your special magic sounds.
I also have my light coin, which is come in handy.
Yep.
So we have a coin that has the light spell cast on it. We're having a lot of fun with it.
We've thrown it into corridors.
You know what? Avandra says fortune favors the bold. I simply press the door open.
Okay.
You die. You were blurry.
What the first thing you notice when you push the door open, and you're not in through the door yet,
There's an arbalest.
actually is a horrendous smell.
Ooh.
It smells like there's been piles of meat rotting in here for quite some time. The next thing, once the light from your little coin shines through the doorway a little more, is you see the piles of meat actually standing up and walking around.
Oh.
That's... Oh, you think there might be one just around that wall there? That's about what you can see at this point. These are walking corpses, and they look at you, come through the door, and they say, "Roll initiative." Because that's what monsters say in my world.
With a guttural howl. I rolled an awesome initiative.
You did.
20 plus 7, so... Or 19 plus 7. 26.
26 for Jim. I've got 13.
And I have 8.
None of you is going to go first.
So the zombies.
Wow.
beat us.
I got a 27. Jeez. Or 26.
Maybe 27 would have done it. You want
27, in fact, would have been better.
Oh, jeez.
All right. The first thing is you hear a kind of howling roar coming up from a large stairway going back that way.
roar?
Would you like me to do it?
No, that's...
No, you don't have to ovulate.
Kill the light! It moves right up to the door there.
What was that thing?
It's a hunched undead humanoid creature with gaping jaws. Looks like it just wants to stuff your head in its mouth and start chewing. But first it's going to grab at you with its claws. It's going to roll a 20.
Oh my god.
A natural 20?
A natural 20.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
You're going to take 10 points of damage.
All of us?
No.
No, just me.
Just...
Oh, shoo.
Yeah.
So fortune doesn't favor the bold necessarily.
No, well, no.
Fortune favors the walking meat monsters.
And you're going to be immobilized.
With fear or stench?
Neither. Actually, as its claws rakes across your skin, you feel almost a paralyzing cold.
I see.
Spreading through you.
Cold. Okay.
Now,
Cold, guys.
It's
Just letting you know.
Jim's turn.
Alright. Jim, I guess this is a great time to use my new Expeditious Retreat.
Expeditious Retreat?
No, but I'll stay now.
Thanks, pal.
Let's see. I will cast... What did I get that's new?
Flame Shroud?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got like a fire DOT now, essentially. But we have a big encounter here.
Yeah.
This guy's not next to him. I'm going to go ahead and do magic missile.
At the guy right up in front there?
At the guy that's attacking my cleric.
Okay, good plan.
So that's going to be +4 versus reflex.
And you're adding your additional +1 for leveling up, right? Oh, it doesn't matter.
No. I didn't add that either.
Would you like to move?
I'm going to go ahead and take a step back.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters outside, though.
Coward.
Yes.
I mean,
awesome guy.
Thanks for helping.
Omen?
Yeah.
It's your turn. You can't move from that square because you're immobilized, but you can still otherwise act normally.
Okay. And so all red powers are once per encounter.
Sort of. Yes, in general, your channel divinity powers you can use
independently.
You can use any one of those once per encounter, but only one.
Oh, okay. But channel divinity is a special thing.
Right.
And that doesn't override my healing strike. Let's say.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Right. And your healing word you can use twice per encounter.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dish out a healing strike on this, whatever it is.
Okay.
At least that's the hope. That is 16 versus AC.
That's not going to do it. It nimbly dodges out of your way.
Yeah.
Is there any effect even on a miss on that now?
No. I have never hit with it, so I don't even know what its real effect is.
Awesome. Binwin, what would you like to do?
Well, can I... Yeah, I've got an empty space. I'm going to rush up and smack this guy with a... This is a... Red is per encounter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a crushing...
Yeah, he's the tough guy, so...
Crushing blow.
Let's see how crushing it is.
Fight.
17, that's a pretty good blow.
Right. So, 17 plus 7.
And then plus additional 1.
Yeah, plus 1. So, 17.
That's going to crush.
Yeah, that's crushed.
And what's the effect on a hit for that?
That'd be 4d6 plus 8.
That could hurt a little bit.
All right, so we're looking at 10 here, 14 plus 8. Math man is 22. 22.
You had it within yourself all along.
The magic was in me. If I just turn on my brain.
And you have moved up next to the cleric there?
Yeah.
All right. Within the reach of the ghoul's grasping claws.
You don't want to get grasped by this thing, brother. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not worried about it, man.
If he grasps you, it's over.
Is it?
I don't know.
Omen, after your turn, you get to make a saving throw against that immobilizing.
I would love to. And that is versus...
You are just rolling a 20-sided die and hoping for a 10 or better.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No, actually it's 10. My saving throws are increased by 1.
No, they're not.
What do you mean they're not?
They're not.
No, you're special. You're
that's
special.
my feet.
Yep.
You're a special person.
Yep. A saving throw in general is just a straight roll.
It's kind of hard to argue with these guys.
So there isn't a gradient anymore. Right. It's just a coin flip.
Right. Your defenses fill the role that saving throws used to fill.
Yeah.
A saving throw is kind of a new mechanic that's basically a duration tracker.
Understood. Okay, well that is terrible.
Thank you. So you're still immobilized. The ghoul likes that. Now he's going to try to wrap those jaws around your brain and bite. The die landed cocked. A 15 against your armor class.
That does not do it.
He's very sad.
I'm not. So maybe it evens out.
Now wait a minute. Mr. Fighter attacked the ghoul.
Yeah.
You are a fighter, right?
Yeah.
So that means you marked the ghoul.
That's true.
I don't know what that means.
I read this, but I didn't quite understand it. The mark lasts till the end of the turn. It takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls if its attack does not include me.
Oh, so it's like a taunt.
And you get to make an opportunity attack on it. It is pretty much an aggro mechanic. The ghoul wanted to attack the cleric anyway because he was immobilized, so he could use a better attack against the cleric than he could against you. So now you get to swing at him.
Awesome.
Retribution for his attacking your buddy.
But I don't...
That's a part of it? He just automatically gets to strike at somebody who attacks somebody who isn't him?
Yep.
That's great.
Now, wait a minute. Does that mean I can use a special attack, or does it...
just a basic
Just
attack.
a basic roll. All right.
Your bonus ones are basic.
Can I have my dice that I threw way over there again?
Here, let me move this pile of skulls back.
Thank you.
I'm sure they're very particular about the skulls.
All right, 11 plus 6, or excuse me, 11 plus 7 is 18.
I'm not going to hit.
Okay.
Jeez.
Who are you drawing over there?
Him.
Having made that attack, the ghoul is going to shift away. Actually, it's going to move away. And
provoke
grant you
another?
both the opportunity to make another opportunity attack.
So he lopes away after that.
Yep.
Is this a pool of fetid water?
That is actually a wall.
Okay.
Sorry, that wasn't clear.
That's right. Is it wall fetid in any way? All right.
Yes.
Here we go. You ready, Scott?
Yes.
You ready to
let's
get
do
this
it.
guy?
Let's get him.
Absolutely not.
Scott, you get to make an attack too.
Awesome.
20?
13 plus 7.
It's just a miss.
Go!
He's really nimble.
What?
He is a pimp. Hopefully these other guys are those minions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
We can just obliterate them.
All right,
I'm not worried about the minions at this
Jim,
point.
dark magic. What would you like to do?
Sear them!
Sign autographs for the ghouls.
Let's see. Jim Dark Magic.
Goes when Jim Dark Magic wants to.
The ghoul very nicely left you an opportunity to move into the room.
Yeah, Jim is going to move up behind the dwarf, but not in front of the dwarf.
You sure?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Jim could die. Jim's going to arcane missile this guy. Actually, I can go diagonally, right?
Absolutely.
And we've hurt this guy.
A little bit?
A little bit. But you might be right, these might be the minion guys.
Right.
So he might just drop if I do.
Well, no. Could you target this with a Scorching Wingwong?
I keep forgetting I can target an empty place.
Yeah, that's a weird idea, but you can do it. You could fry both.
Yeah, so I could do Scorching Blast here and hit both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Great.
So this is going to be +4 versus reflex.
Oh, yes!
So I assume that's a
You're
hit.
gonna hit the zombie.
Actually, it's +5, right? Because that
Yeah.
number went up.
Yep.
Everything's +5 now.
But you do make separate attack rolls for the two creatures.
Right. So we'll do this one first.
That was the very high number that hit, right?
No, I thought I made an attack. Oh, I make an attack for both and damage for
Yes.
Yeah, and damage.
once. Okay.
So that guy's 22.
So the first guy, he's hit. 20.
Okay.
Now you see.
Okay, no,
now you
hold
see
on.
the Jim
Hold on a
Dark
second.
Magic.
If he crits one of those guys, but that crit determines damage. So does everybody in the burst take
Actually,
full
no.
damage?
But it doesn't matter.
Oh.
So you hit the zombie, and sure enough, it's a minion. It crisps.
Oh.
Okay.
Then you do maximum damage with the crit on the ghoul.
Which is 1d6 +4, so 10.
The ghoul takes 10. The ghoul...
Is that dark magic flipping his light coin?
That's Dark Magic with the light coin.
Nice.
You've bloodied the ghoul.
Good. That's great news.
It's better than not bloodied.
Jim feels like that was pretty good.
That's a good round for Jim.
Yeah. Jim thinks Jim did all right.
See, and the great thing is that you can Scorching Blast here. I mean, F those guys, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
You can basically curve it.
When you just tipped our
Nice
hand.
job, Jackass. You want to tell him anything else?
Omen, your turn.
I'm low on hit points, so I'm the one to attack. So tell me about channeling divinity.
Okay.
So it's a burst 2, so it starts on me.
You're thinking turn undead?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it starts on
It's hard
me
not to draw like
and
you.
goes in 2 squares in every direction.
Correct.
Does
Really?
that project through walls?
No.
So the wall would stop it.
Yeah, it can, in theory, go around a wall, depending on...
How exactly say that? Okay, well, it's not quite big enough for what I wanted to do anyway. So I am going to go ahead and Lance of Faith this ghoul. That is a +4 versus reflex.
+5.
I just added. Ping.
Oh, what was that?
It was the lowest.
It's a 3, wasn't it?
It's lower than. It's so low. Anyway,
It barely even has to dodge out of the way from that kind of feeble
he's
attack.
actually not impressed by your Lance of Faith.
Binwin.
Yes.
Do something awesome.
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that spinning sweep thing and make him prone.
There you go.
Where am
I
I?
can't hit him.
Yeah,
You're
he's
still
right.
standing in the doorway.
Oh, that's right. But that makes him bad for you to hit.
Yeah, just go ahead and reap him up.
All right, then reap it shall
So you need
be.
to charge in, though?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to charge. He'll just move.
No, let's
I'm saying
move up.
move in.
Yeah.
I know the difference between charge and move. So, how many spaces?
1, 2. Just do diagonal. 3, 4. There you go.
You shook the earth.
Yeah.
You ran.
As I'm trotting in there.
He who is
13
over
plus 7 is 20 versus AC.
You sure you didn't want to charge?
Well, what do you mean? What's the
here.
difference?
Tell us about charging.
We didn't
Charge?
explain that to us.
When you charge, you can move and make an attack as a standard action together. So in theory, you can move and then charge. You make a basic attack at the end of that charge, and you get a +1 attack bonus.
Oh, well, he didn't tell us that.
No, we didn't know that.
But you have to use a
But
basic
it's
attack.
a basic attack.
Oh.
Then yes, I'm charging.
Well, is that going to be better?
So
than
you
what
get 21.
21, which
And
is what we need to hit. He's being a nice
Otherwise,
GM.
it's
Hold on a second. Help me out.
Here, so he missed the target by 1. If he charges, he gets a +1 to attack.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah, and we need a 21 to hit this
Well, he
guy.
didn't roll a 20.
You rolled
It was a
13.
13 plus his attack.
Oh.
It wasn't
didn't-
natural.
You know how in Warriors can charge
Yeah.
and then stun him?
Okay.
You can do that in the game too.
So we need 21 just to hit him?
This one.
This one, yeah.
He's their boss. Okay. He's upper management.
Not too bad. 9 plus 3, 12.
All right. Ghoul is looking shaky.
Thanks to a kind dungeon master.
No more of that.
Okay. I was going to say don't get used to it. So now the ghoul
Why don't
attacks-
you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see?
Kramer.
Now the ghoul attacks Binwin. Again, raking its claws across you. It gets a 30 to hit.
Oh my god!
These guys run the show. These are dangerous
Was there an
creatures.
increase to my armor class?
By
Yes.
1, yes.
By 1.
By 1?
Well, your health went up, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Up to
Substantially.
43.
He has 43 hit points, and he's,
You take 5 damage,
No!
and you are immobilized. Now, this is where I just suck. Omen, you should have rolled a saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh.
See if you get out of that immobilized. Hey, you do.
Yeah, wow.
You were no
That's
longer
spry.
immobilized. And then the ghoul went and immobilized Binwin. So it's Jim's turn.
Jim is ready.
Do it, Jim.
Jim stands ready.
Jim.
Jim is considering his options.
He wields the power of Arcane. His moves are never tragic. Can you see what I'm setting up? A rhyme with dark magic. It's Jim. Dark magic.
That's good.
Well, he's just so happy with himself. He can have that.
I'm going to do Magic Missile. Jim's Magic Missile.
It's customized.
Jim's patented Magic Missile.
What does it look like?
It looks like a regular Magic Missile.
Why?
When it hits, it goes when it spells out Jim.
Jim appears in like fireworks.
There you go.
Seared.
So this is +5 versus reflex.
Ooh!
On the ghoul, right?
18.
23.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Yes!
Hosed.
So this is 2d4
Fucking dark
plus,
magic.
2d4 plus 4 force damage. So a 4 and a 4 is 8, plus another 4 is
Jim,
Damn.
you
12.
are awesome.
Pieces of rotting flesh are beginning to fall from the ghoul's form.
Blank.
So he's in a bad way.
Yeah.
So my damage didn't go up, right?
Right.
Okay, I was making sure. I think I drew aggro.
You pull.
I think I pulled aggro. No, I'm okay.
We should have installed the Omen.
Oh!
Okay, sorry. My name's Omen.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
I
Well,
got it.
I wanted to make sure.
Your name's Omen.
Omen. Top Omen.
I always win Omen in WoW.
Great.
Get my name right to the top.
Yeah.
I win.
All right. So who turn? Oh man, they're gonna.
What?
So this is seriously like a Night of the Living Dead type.
I'm not
situation.
worried about it.
You should be.
Well, I'm worried about the guy in front of me.
We're leaving.
Several zombies have shambled around the corner into view. 2 of them are now attacking Binwin.
Oh, what?
But why?
But I've done nothing to. Oh,
24 against your armor class,
come on!
and a 14 against your armor class.
Well, all right. So one of them hits.
4 damage.
I can handle that.
For now.
Is he foreshadowing something?
It could be. So they can go. They have a double
Who the
Superman.
fuck is this guy?
That zombie looks a little bit more intact than the others, like it's not quite as likely to fall apart from a single magic missile.
Okay.
Then, this little creature appears out of nowhere.
What? Another creature?
I'm just gonna set this whole room on fire. Heads up.
It's time. It's time. It's time to bring the pain.
You can take it, right, Dwarf?
Who the F
You
is
can
that
make
guy?
an opportunity attack on it, actually, because it's just
It'd be-
moved within your
What's that?
reach.
Who's an imp?
It'd
Who
be
the
a
fuck
great
is that
running
guy?
gag if Jim is just constantly setting you on fire.
So what the hell is our goblin friend doing?
But he's way back here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's cowering.
Shove him in there.
He's sure you have everything well under control.
Can we use him as a thrown weapon?
17
Oh, that's
plus 7 is 24.
Yeah, that's big.
So
A little bit.
I got him, and that's
Let's put a
for
hole in him.
2d6 plus 3. Snake
No,
eyes.
It isn't 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, my basic melee.
You're right. It's 2d6 plus 3.
So,
Thank you.
wow.
5.
5.
He will know the name.
Jim goes to the bathroom and does 5 damage. All right.
To the toilet.
It's a little clay humanoid creature that looks like this.
Oh, it's a homunculus.
Oh, sweet.
It's a what?
Yeah, that's it.
What is it?
He's a
homunculus?
Yeah, he's
A
a
homunculus.
homunculus.
A homunculus.
He's humongous. Actually, he's not. He's really small.
So it comes up and tries to bite Binwin there, and gets a 10.
So the answer is no.
Right. Oh, so no.
Okay. So who's going where?
It's your turn.
Okay, now.
You're no longer immobilized.
No. Now, I want to go here. How many attacks of opportunity are we talking about?
1, right?
1. No, I lied too. You have to provoke from either that guy or that guy.
Okay, well, that's...
Does he choose which one?
You can choose to go around this way or that way.
Oh, actually, I see.
Okay, what if I went there?
That you could do with provoking only from the zombie.
Okay, fair enough.
Leaving Jim exposed.
Think about Jim here.
Think about Jim.
What's going to happen to Jim? No, so that's what I'm going to do.
He's going to roll a 1 on his opportunity.
Well, he loses out. So, I'm channeling divinity to turn undead.
Okay. So you're going to be attacking...
It's a close burst.
Everybody within every undead creature within 2 squares. So those 4. This guy's not undead, so he's not affected.
He's just some guy.
He's a
so why don't you roll the damage for me first?
And we'll see who takes it.
Right.
Okay, so we're talking about 1d10 plus 3 radiant. Radiant. I have a good feeling about this one. All right. So that's 10.
Okay. So now attack this guy.
Okay. 19.
You're attacking Fortitude?
This is Will.
Will. He explodes. This guy?
That's 21.
Nice.
That's a hit. He all but explodes. Oh, wait. No, he dies.
Radiant?
Yeah.
Okay, that felt really good. Okay.
And this guy?
Yeah.
He explodes.
Wow.
Damn.
And that guy?
That is not great, but it's a 15 against Will.
That's a hit.
So a big part of it is matching up the type of attack to the type of enemy. So if I have attacks that go against Will, I want to try to use Will attacks against undead if I can.
You want to use Will attacks against creatures that have low will.
So
you want to use Radiant attacks against undead.
In general.
Because it does usually do more damage to them.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 10 damage, but that zombie there just took 15.
Yeah, because of the Radiant bonus. Okay.
Right. But it's still up.
That's fine.
But you killed 3.
That was a
good round.
That was a good turn.
Good round.
Jim is pleased.
Jim is pleased.
Oh, thank God.
Binwin, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to pretend I haven't been drawing, and I'm going to look and see where I'm at.
You have a little clay freak?
Yeah, I'm taking that homunculus out.
Freak?
And I'm going to use my,
So what is his deal?
Reaping Strike.
Like, what is a homunculus? He's made out of clay, so he's shaped.
Give me a 20.
Do they hiss? Like, what are they like?
It's actually very quiet.
Oh, okay.
So you would expect to hear little clay footsteps on the stone, but you don't.
But it's soft, and they don't really respirate.
It does have wings, but it's not flying.
Okay.
15 plus 7. If I do my math out, that's above 21.
Do we have 15 plus 7?
15 plus 7 is 0, 89, 21, 22. 22.
You hit him. He's just
Plus, it's 2d6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. So, 5.
Okay, I'll let you roll it. Oh, that's
10, 15. 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. Let me try something here. Does a 22 hit your will?
Yeah. Beyond. Smarty guy.
And does a 22 hit your armor class?
Yeah, it does.
Oh. The dwarf's, what do you use, a hammer?
Yeah, it's small.
The dwarf's maul just slammed into you.
Over here?
Yeah. It's like the little thing just kind of bent the dwarf past it and hyper-extended his strike, getting way away from the microphones here, and slammed the hammer into you.
How did that happen?
He redirected the attack?
Yeah.
But it took 2 checks to do it. Interesting.
Well, it attacked his will, and
then it used his
attack against your armor class. So how much damage was that?
It was 15.
How are you doing there, Omen? Is it Omen?
I've been better. No, Omen's good.
Omen.
My mother calls me Omen.
Okay.
Once.
Jim.
Jim doesn't like what he just saw. Jim's going to be honest.
You please do not set the room on fire, Jim, because
Jim is seriously considering
he's
turning this
seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, I need a d20.
To do what I'm going to do.
Jim is just going to, Jim's going to magic missile this one right here. That's getting a little too close to Jim for Jim's liking.
Hey, now remember, you could hit him with the Ray of Frost, too. And that would slow him down.
Actually, if I,
It's less damage, but it's another option.
I don't want to.
While Jim's figuring out what to do, Binwin, make your saving throw against being immobilized, please.
I keep losing d20s.
It happens.
Slow just means that
You're no longer immobilized.
you can't move as fast, right?
Exactly. You want to dish up the heat?
Yeah, I want to try to hurt him. Yes, I'm going to do magic missile. Jim's magic missile.
Jim.
15 plus 5 is 20.
That'll hit.
Okay.
2d4.
So 2d4. 4 and a 2. 6 plus 4 is 10.
You have bloodied the zombie.
Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more, but
I'll take it.
Jim will take what Jim gets.
Now these zombies
Special note on this one for
shamble
you.
forward.
They're
bad.
They're steady shambling.
Oh man, they're closing in on us.
2 of them will attack the dwarf.
What? No! I mean,
You're the
shield.
fighter, that's your job.
To get attacked.
23 armor class.
Yeah.
My dice are on fire back here. 10 armor class, so 4 damage. And one of them will attack the cleric there. Ooh, and get a crit. 4 damage.
I'm still doing fine.
Yep. Okay.
And
What's
then
up?
the bigger zombie shuffles around to there. It's kind of ticked off about that burst of radiant
corner.
energy that just... He's going to try to...
It's kind of a backhand swing, right?
The crush.
I had to
Yeah,
pick the-
I just wouldn't have freaking drawn that hand that way.
Yeah.
It's your own fault.
22 hit your armor class?
Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Well, see, now
7
I feel like
damage.
I have to.
All right.
How you doing there?
I go down.
I need a better
Awesome.
eraser, though.
Zarek is down.
All right, guys. Take it to the hoop.
This is not.
So 0 is just unconscious.
Just down.
Yeah.
0 is the same as -1.
All right.
There's no weird middle state anymore.
Oh, there's no weird middle state. I'm not just unconscious.
Well,
I still
you're
need.
dying.
I still need to make the rolls. Okay.
All right, the little clay dude. What did I call him before? Clay freak.
Yes. These clay dudes, man.
Doesn't really like being next to the dwarf there,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
so he's gonna shift back here and do some more kind of weird hocus pocusy stuff to your brain. 22 reflex.
Yeah.
Some kind of bolt of energy shoots out of it, hits you, does 8 psychic damage,
Weird.
and you're dazed.
Does that come off of my hit points?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a damage type.
I don't know. It's something like when you see the backside of the hand instead of.
Yeah, I guess because he's. Yeah, exactly. He's backhanding it. I don't know. Let's ignore that drawing.
So I think it's time to make it hot.
The whole
So
room?
you're
Alright,
dazed
yeah.
until you make a save, and you can't see the little clay guy anymore. He hit you with this thing and then just winked out of existence. You can still see him fine.
Oh yeah, Jim can see anything Jim wants.
Okay, Alman, you are dying, so
Yeah.
let's see a
So I
death
roll.
save.
What's up?
A death save.
So it's.
Oh, strike 1.
So that's So I did 3 of those, and then I'm out.
How much health do you have left, Scott?
Wait.
I mean, Binwin.
22.
Okay.
I've got 22.
You gotta heat it up.
I'm gonna light this room on fire.
You might have to.
And it's Binwin's turn.
All right.
Good luck.
Did I skip right over you, Jim?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's Jim's turn. It's time to get it hot.
Oh, I skipped over you a long time ago. Okay, go ahead.
Jim would like to go.
I'll let you go. Just because I'm nice.
It's time for the fire shroud.
I don't know. I think I have to be close for that. What's close burst 3 mean?
That's a burst centered on you.
3 squares of you.
Oh, 3 squares away. Okay, I'm gonna do burning hands. So it's close blast 5.
So that's a 5x5 square that starts next to you.
Okay, then let's see if I move.
If you move up 1 square, you can get all 4 of those guys.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to get the dwarf, although I could be wrong.
It happens a lot.
It happens a lot, yeah. I'll just try to do these guys.
Okay.
So burning hands is going to be +4 versus.
Do me a favor and roll
Five.
damage first.
2d6 +4 fire damage. So 6 plus 10. Okay, so 10 fire damage.
Okay. Now roll your attacks going down the line.
5, remember. Because
Oh,
of
plus
level.
5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with this guy and just go back.
Yep.
12.
12 against reflex.
12 against reflex is a hit.
Oh, on the zombie?
Yes.
Thank goodness. See, we just have to hit the right armor class.
Yeah. So,
The ghoul was really hard to hit. The zombies not so much.
so he takes 10.
Yep. He's smoking, but he's still up.
Really? He was bloodied before.
Yep.
Jeez. Okay. So the clay guy now?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
19 plus 5.
That sears him.
He'll take 10 fire. That bloodies him.
Okay. Next guy back there. 9 plus 5. 14. Okay. And the last guy, another 14.
Good.
2 zombies down.
Nice.
All right, Binwin, your choices are now a little more straightforward.
Well, I still can't see the clay freak.
cannot
Don't I
see
have to
the
make a saving throw or
at the
something
end of
against
your turn.
something? Okay.
Which I will try to remember actually this time for a change.
And then, so I'll try to take out this guy here in front of me
Okay.
with my reaping strike. Oh, that's going to hit.
You get reaped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The zombie follows. You want to move? Oh,
Can I?
you can?
Then
No, actually you can't.
No,
You're
because
dazed.
I'm dazed. Was I able to attack?
You were able to attack.
Okay.
Dazed means you can take a single action on your turn.
All right.
So now you can make a saving throw. You're still dazed. So you have no idea where that little clay freak is. All the zombie minions are dead. The non-minion zombie has a wizard behind him. Where'd you come from? He'll shift, so he's not attacking around the corner, and hit you with a rotting fist. Or miss you with a rotting fist. 10 armor class will miss.
Nice.
Great.
Jim dodges.
Jim's got it all, man. He's got moves. He's got magic spells. He's with the ladies.
Did he ever put them on the ladies?
Oh, yeah.
Little clay guy comes up and
Pops the one that can't see.
tries to bite the one who can't see him exactly. And misses.
No.
Nice.
With like a 9.
Hey, listen, if you want to heal me or whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Jim doesn't do healing.
your turn. See another death save.
Hey.
All right. You don't get any better, but you don't get any worse. Jim.
I love it.
Jim is going to take a step back and cast Magic Missile at this zombie in front of him.
All right.
8 plus 5.
That's going to hit.
Okay. So it's 2d4. 1 and a 4, so that's 5.
Down.
Plus
Down.
4 is 9.
All right.
It collapses.
Jim did his part.
Well, Binwin,
Thanks, Jim.
it's all clear.
Well, I still can't see the guy in front of me. Can I use my healing skill on Omen yet?
Can Jim say
Sure.
he's right in front of you?
He's right there.
You could do that?
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Because I can see him.
I can do a blind swing.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Omen.
Just going to be a basic attack?
Yeah.
Well, but if I tell him where he is, then
Yeah.
he can do a better attack, right?
He will be attacking the right square for sure.
Let me at least try to tell you where it is.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did?
You
I
did
didn't
it.
roll or anything for that?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
13 plus 7 is 20.
Against AC.
Against, yes, regular.
You think your hammer just kind of, you feel it.
Yeah,
Hit something,
something.
but not quite
Kinda
a
glance
solid-
it.
Yeah. You're definitely in the right place. Just not quite good enough.
And I didn't heal him.
God darn it.
And I'm
you're
still dazed.
I can see him.
You can't see anything. You're
From the
unconscious.
floor?
I could, though. If I woke up, I'd be like, hey.
Hey.
Where's the guy?
Oh, God.
It's going to try to bite you again. Oh, that'll hit. You take 6 damage. And does a 15 hit your fortitude?
It ties it, so yeah.
Well, actually, no. 'Cause all these are +1.
Oh.
It's
So
16.
no.
All right. So you feel its jaws clamp onto you, pierce your armor, and poison course through your body, but you're a dwarf. Poison. Pfft.
Yeah, cast iron stomach. +5 racial bonus saving throws against poison.
Okay, nice.
See another death save. Death save.
Do it!
How many strikes do you have right now?
1.
Oh, okay. 2.
Just 2.
Just 2.
Really heal me though.
We've
Jim?
Jim.
Heal him.
Jim sees that if he wants this done, he's going to have to do it himself. And so Jim enters, and Jim is going to cast Magic Missile. Jim's Magic Missile. What?
Nothing.
I'm not going to heal you. Jim is not a nurse.
No, I know what Jim is. I'm often reminded.
Jim rolls 8, 9,
But Jim
10,
doesn't
11,
hit
12,
either.
13.
So
Jim does not hit.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim is such a fucking jackass.
Binwin?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm healing my buddy. I'm going to use my healing skill. Alright, here we go. Hey, that'll be a +3 now, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
20.
You can use your second wind.
I'm going to. So that is the value of my healing surge. That's it.
Yep.
Right?
Your surge went up, don't forget.
Yeah, it did. And my healer's lore doesn't. That's only when I grant healing.
Right.
Okay, so it's just I get my healing surge in hit points.
Yep.
Okay, can do.
Binwin, save against your days. There you go.
You're back in action.
Yes.
Oh, now you can see the little schmuck next to you.
You son of
And make an opportunity attack as he flies away. Or actually runs.
Bam! Nothing.
Oh, no!
I'm still too dazed. They always run.
Jim's gonna have to line it up, I think.
And he opens the door.
But he's not out.
Not yet?
Alright, we can do this.
Jim's turn?
We have it.
It is
Or
Owen's turn.
Owen's. He's back up. Owen's turn.
Standing up is a move action?
You have to stand up on the square you were in then.
Way to go.
Heal yourself, man.
Heal thyself.
You
Are you like opening his spell book?
Look at my spell book.
Oh, what's that?
You guys all have action points. You have an action point.
We were
What does
never
that
told
mean?
about action points.
You were never told about action
No.
points.
I assume that's what these chips are
So
for.
now at this
Man, that
dynamic
other
moment,
dungeon master was Bush League.
These are your action points. You can spend an action point to take another action.
What?
How often do we get these points?
Every 2 encounters, you'll get another one. So you just started the day with 1.
Every 2 encounters we get another one. And this has been 1 encounter.
Yeah.
Wait,
We've already had at least 2.
That's Bush League.
That is Bush League.
Bush.
That's just enough.
So you can go die over here now?
I can die over there.
I'm going to go unconscious and be healed over there.
He might die over there. Alright, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
So I can use this basically to get another action.
Yes.
So I stood up. That's my move action. I can use this to do another move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's within 5 squares.
Just.
Lance of Faith.
All right.
You crawl back up.
I hate him.
After
I hate him so much. I'm gonna show him how much I hate him by missing.
I don't think so.
Or maybe
plus
no.
4.
That's 16 versus reflex.
That hits.
Okay, great. D8. D8 plus 3. Yes. That is 11 points. And one ally I can see, in this case, Jim Dark Magic, gains a +2 power bonus on his or her next attack roll.
Jim appreciates it.
Jim sees you're +2.
And raises you.
All right. The Clay Scout is not dead yet, but one more hit like that will definitely take it down, and
The
it's
Clay
Jim's turn.
Scout.
Come on,
Did you catch that?
Jim.
Gotta stop him, Jim.
Jim's going to line up a shot here of magic. Jim's.
Use your wand. Use your wand.
Jim's
Use your
famous
wand.
Magic missile.
Use your wand.
Use your wand.
Oh yeah, I'll use my wand of accuracy.
I roll to see if I tell him. I tell him.
Jackass. So we're at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Hit.
You roll.
2d4.
Smoke him.
You need good rolls.
3 and a 2, 5 plus 4 is 9.
Down he goes.
Once again, Jim saves the day.
Oh,
Wow.
Awesome.
You're getting a big head about your D&D prowess.
I'm really good
I'm
at this.
super good at it.
I don't know why you guys think it's so hard.
keep dropping the hits. Okay, so it's time to heal up.
Probably like
Wanna
level
close that
20
door?
by now.
What's that?
You want to close that door?
He opened it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's,
Oh, yeah, the tile.
Oh, no, we...
Did we close the
oh.
door behind us? We didn't do it.
No, that one is standing open, and at this point, Splug comes in and says, Oh, my masters, you are so mighty and powerful!
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thanks for the
We
help.
couldn't have done it without your help, Spug. So,
Oh, no, my help is meaningless. Just such mighty heroes
so
as yourselves.
I'm not gonna open the door with these hit points.
It's open.
I'm not gonna close it.
So we're out of action now. So we're just talking, right? Son of a bee.
I need hit points right now.
Well,
so
hold on a second. Like a lot of these sorts of cases, maybe there's something Jim can do to help.
Can you move things with your hand?
Jim can't do that.
But there are other things Jim can do.
But Jim has many skills, many varied skills. Jim can't do anything to help us here.
Okay. Well, I'm fine.
Jim, can't you throw up a fake sound of the door closing and maybe convince the people on the other side the doors have closed?
Jim could do that. Yeah.
Well, hold on a second.
Why don't you just run up and close the doors, mage?
No, I'm not running up to the doors.
Here. So
we're still in an encounter, and I can move how many? Wait, how many spaces?
6.
We're actually not in tracking initiative anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my healing surges and heal back up.
Then I would like to run up to the door and peek through.
Wait a second.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to shut them.
Yeah.
It's like he opened them.
And
before he does that, Jim would actually like to make a ghost sound right on our side of the door. The sound of a dragon.
What?
Yeah, let me make the sound of a dragon.
What does that sound?
Your kid could have done better than that.
What? Listen, Jim is making the sound of a fucking dragon.
To scare off whatever's on the other side?
To scare off whatever's on the other side of his door.
What if what's on the other side of the door is a horny dragon? Then you've screwed
Jim
us.
dropped the ball.
Then Jim would be destroyed.
Oh no, Jim's back here. Then the cleric gets destroyed.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm healed up. Splug is gold.
So, Binwin, when you go up to close the door, you see actually an enclosed room.
Wow.
You're coming in here, and there's doors here, actually broken doors here.
Okay.
But you don't see any monsters. You don't see anything responding to the sound of the dragon in heat or anything like that. So
I didn't specify that it was in heat.
But the sound you made actually is defined in the manual.
Okay.
It's the sound of a. Never mind.
Hey, James is acting joke. It's actually very explicit.
It's very
that's a double entendre.
Both dragon talons are dragons in heat.
Okay, go ahead.
Jim Dark Magic, I thoroughly hope you realize that if any good dragon talon, the dragons in heat. There's like the invisible Iron Man would say, never taught a dragon like the Mandarin. A big thing. Path time. I apologize.
I'm ready to go.
So you can take a 5-minute rest. Get
Oh,
your
yeah.
counterpowers back.
Yeah.
Spend healing surges.
I would like to take a real life bio.
Oh.
Enjoy.
I have a small bladder, like a little bird.
I see.
This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
And you also notice that there's a little tunnel in the wall back here.
Oh, there is.
There is.
Small.
A small tunnel. Visible behind a partially eaten corpse.
There's a dragon back there or something. Yeah, what's up?
Who would be able to get through that, though?
Splug.
Oh, yeah.
You could squeeze through it relatively easily. Splug can walk through it.
So could
with
Splug.
no trouble.
We tell Splug to go check it out.
Oh, of course, Master. Splug is yours to command.
You hear the clink of coins.
Oh, nothing back here.
No gold.
Just kidding.
He comes back out with a bag. It's kind of a leather sack, and it jingles with coins inside. But it's actually a bag of holding.
Really?
Oh, so there's coins in it.
No kidding. A bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
You missed it.
What happened?
We all gained 5 levels.
Except for
you.
Jim.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm magic, and now I'm a mage too, so...
Jim doesn't need 5 levels.
Here, no, so what we did, so there was a tunnel back here that was too small really for us to walk through. We could crawl through it. And I sent Splug back. Splug comes back to us with a sack It says that there's some money in there, but it's also
a bag of holding.
It's a special kind of bag that you can stuff loads of things into.
It's like Mary Poppins' bag.
So it's a bag. It's a bag that will bring.
You can pull like lamps out of it.
Splug is practically perfect in every way.
Okay, so Splug is back though. He's back now.
Yes.
Well, this is pretty scary.
I'm kind of assuming you're going to go through those doors.
You're assuming correctly.
The dwarf way out in front on the altar.
Okay. So where you are right now is what the dwarf saw when he peeked through a minute ago. It's a little antechamber with 2 doors leading out and a broken door leading into a hallway that you can see.
What's the lighting situation in here?
It's illuminated by a glowing coin.
Okay.
But otherwise, completely dark?
In this little antechamber, yes.
Yes.
So you have a foreboding sense that there might be rivulets of blood on the floor beyond the doors, but you know, can't see it yet.
And these are the broken doors here.
Right.
Well, this is kind of unfair advantage. We can kind of see the whole map.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, how would this normally work in a game? Would you cover up what you can't see, or?
But we can't. We don't know where the creatures are, where they are. Like even right here.
Yeah, but the last time when he was drawing it,
Yeah.
it was like a real maze. We couldn't navigate. Like,
yeah, we can put paper on it.
well, we've seen it now. I've memorized it completely.
You have an eidetic memory.
Fair. For a real game, I would probably draw this little area or use tiles for it and say that's where you are.
But the art does help.
Yeah. Jim would like to toss his glowing coin into
We're going to have to open those doors.
Oh, those are closed. No, Jim would like to toss it down there first.
Okay. You can see that hallway.
We see nothing, though? It goes out 5 spaces.
You can see the end of the hallway. There is solid wall along this corner.
Okay.
Rubble.
The wall is broken clean through here, so the light shines into a room beyond that you can make out a little bit of.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I suppose that means...
Yes, when I say you want to check it out, I mean, do you
Sir,
Binwin
employee...
want to check it out?
Employee of Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yeah.
Want to get your ass down that hall pronto. All right, so I make my way down to this hall here.
Should we tie a rope on him?
What's your
perception?
Perception.
How would I know that? Wisdom?
It's your perception modifier there.
+2.
+10, plus the 1 for going up a level, so 13.
Yeah.
As you pass by here,
yeah,
you get a glimpse of a human figure in the room beyond. At this point, you can also see that there is...
What's so funny?
Nothing. She seems bad.
She seems cool. No, I bet she's nice.
Well, she loves when people come into her lair.
Yeah. There is a faint blue glow coming from this room through the holes in the wall there.
Well, then I stop here, turn, and silently do that military motion back to you.
To tell us what?
Well, just to...
Run?
No,
I have no idea what he's trying to tell you.
No, I can't just go like this.
Training.
Yeah, it's one
Jim isn't looking at you.
I can't just go like that, silently motion you to come. So I motion for them to silently come into the hall.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, I do.
That's fine.
Make me a stealth check just for kicks. All of you, actually.
What do we roll for that?
Stealth. It's a skill.
12.
Stealth.
Stealth?
Mm-hmm.
If I roll a 20?
Yeah. 12 plus 2, so 14 for me.
10.
Ooh.
So not stealthy.
Okay, so Omen moves down the hall there.
I do.
Then what?
I'm not sure.
Oh. I'm gonna... Or Jim's gonna follow behind Omen.
Jim kicks a large piece of rubble.
Jim apologizes.
Which makes a clattering sound. And the woman by the pillar there turns and peers into the darkness, but there's a strange glow coming from that direction.
Like a coin.
Like a light coin.
Jim's really sorry.
I mean, about all this.
Intruders! She cries.
Silently, Jim shrugs.
Magically.
You emote.
Jim extinguishes his light coin.
So she hollers intruders. I'm busy rolling initiative back here. Maybe you should do the same.
19.
20.
5. plus my initiative is
14.
7, so 26.
Does a crit on initiative mean anything?
No. What did you get, Jim?
26.
That's what you had last time.
That's what Jim rolls.
Actually, anybody within 10 feet of me gets a +1 on their initiative.
What are you talking about?
27.
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
15.
I got that at second level. So I'm looking at 21, Dungeon Master guy.
Got it. Let's see. Can you see anybody else from where you are now? All right, Jim. You've raised an alarm. What would you like to do now?
Jim needs a minute to think.
See, if I were a cruel DM, I would say, all right, then you're delaying and we're going to move on. But I'm not, because you haven't played before.
Oh, really?
They can do that, yeah.
Okay.
Delay of game.
Well, Jim is going to, Jim's worried about them coming through this closed door behind Jim.
Oh, back here?
Or
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. There's every reason to fear this one, especially.
Yeah.
Maybe we should switch places.
Well, then I'm right in front of this rubble.
No. I'm saying on my turn, I'll come around the back and watch this side.
Jim could, lead them astray with a sound somewhere else, maybe, or a...
It's true.
He could
it's
throw
true.
his light coin.
Yeah, we have the light coin.
I don't think you guys give the light.
You're like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. He never really casts any magic. You make light a couple times.
Wait, but I'm saying that you're right.
He tears zombies apart with magic missile.
You could.
Thank you.
You could get some sounds over here, and you could try to distract them, which I think has a lot of value.
Jim is going to toss his light coin onto the dwarf.
You tossed the light coin down here already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Jim's going to try to make a sound at the end of that hallway.
At the end of that hallway?
Wouldn't I? I wanted to come from behind you.
So I'm trying to figure out where he can put a sound.
What's the range on that?
From there.
5 spaces. Or maybe Jim is just going to...
blast her with a magic missile.
I can't hit her from here. I assume, right? I can't shoot through these walls.
No.
If you were here, you've got a straight line. These are holes in the wall.
Oh,
they're rubble. You'd have to climb over them to get through, but you can get through.
But he has line of sight through them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then she'd have line of sight on me.
Right.
But she may not be a caster.
She's got a big old sword in her hand.
Is that a bet that Jim's willing to take? Yeah.
You can hide behind the cleric. That's brave.
Then Jim's not brave. Jim's still around.
That works.
So I'm going to do magic missile. 10 plus 5, 15 versus reflex.
That hits.
Oh.
Ooh.
So keep that in mind. Reflex is low.
Low.
4, 2, 6 plus 4 is 10.
You reliably deal 10 damage a turn.
I told you, I go to the bathroom and deal 5. So I hit for 10.
She shrieks in a mixture of pain and fury.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pleasure.
No. It's Owen's turn.
Oh. Intruders.
I'm really afraid.
Just run in there. You can heal.
Yeah, but I go down every fight. And it's because I run in.
It's because the fighter's not doing his job.
Exactly. I need to wait back.
Yeah, exactly.
So can I withhold my action until he goes?
You can delay.
Okay. Do I still retain my initiative?
Yes. Well, no.
In the future? Or?
When you choose to act, that will be your new place in the order.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm doing right now is turning your card sideways. And I'll keep going through. And when you act, I'll pull your card out and put it in its place.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wait
Look
then.
at me with the cards.
Yeah. So I'm going to wait for Binman to go.
All right. Make me some perception checks.
Oh, yeah.
Hot stuff.
I got a 20.
Heck yeah.
I got a 20 also.
21.
Wow.
We finally did it.
Yeah.
You guys hear some doors opening and closing back there.
Okay, good. I'm glad I waited. Jeez.
Well, now we've heard stuff over there, maybe we should come back in the antechamber.
Yeah, and let her come to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
You also hear, with your keen senses there, a voice over in this direction chanting or singing.
Is there any way for us to use Arcana to try to guess at what's going on in there?
Make me a religion check, cleric.
25.
Ooh, the name of Orcus comes out, springs to your ears in that chant.
Wow, that's old school. A death god sort of thing.
Orcus, demon prince of the undead. Right on the cover of the month manual.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well done, cleric.
In fact, you might have picked up over the course of the several encounters in the dungeon that we skipped over that there is a death cult of orcus operating in this place, performing some kind of evil ritual that you need to stop.
Okay.
Okay, Binwin, what would you like to do?
Well, I think our plan is to come back into this antechamber and make our stand at least from here. So I can push through these guys?
You can move through them.
Walk right through.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I guess. Oh, here, these are marked 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back in here.
What is Splug's behavior right now?
He's looking very nervous. Make me an insight check.
Low. 7.
He's looking very nervous.
Okay.
You're not sure whether that's any different than his behavior in the last fight?
Exactly.
Binwin, you've used a move action. You still have actions left.
Kick Splug down the stairs.
One thing you could do is ready an action. You are 2 squares away from that door. So you could say, for example, if that door opens up, I'm going to charge whoever's there.
Oh, okay.
Or if a bad guy appears in that doorway, I'll charge.
All right, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, you can set it up like that.
Done.
All right. The Berserker lady.
Well, so no, do I go immediately after him then?
You can go whenever you want.
You've delayed, so you can go whenever you like.
I go immediately.
All right. Sorry.
Hopefully I can get a jump on somebody coming through.
So that's the same thing. You can get there with a single move action. You could ready an action to do something. Cast a spell.
Yeah, I'm going to ready an action so that if anybody comes through, if anybody passes me or comes through this door, I hit him with the lance.
Okay.
You can say either hallway. You have to pick one.
Sure.
You have initiative, so.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, if I see a bad guy, I'll lance him.
Okay.
So that works.
What have you done to Jim?
Damn, I'm sorry.
You left Jim to die.
Jim took this on himself.
Charge.
He knew what he was getting into.
Oh, Jim!
You guys don't understand. You need Jim.
18 armor class?
I have 15.
Oh!
That's lower.
Jim.
12 damage.
Oh my god.
She just whirls that great big sword and slices into you. Magic missile me, will you?
It's Jim's magic missile, bitch. Jim's done a 19.
So you're locked on charging here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when your initiative comes around again, if the trigger has not occurred, you can decide to do something else.
Okay.
And it's Jim's turn.
Jim is very upset with both of you.
I see.
Jim is in a really bad way. Because Jim, he can shift, but he can't shift away.
Why can't he shift away?
Because you can shift one square either side, but she's still in melee contact with you.
Jim can totally handle this situation, though, because Expeditious Retreat lets him shift multiple squares. Or Flame Burst is a close power which doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
I get out of crazy bitch free cards like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna do. This is once per day.
It's daily, yeah. I mean, you could. You know what you could do? You could try to start up the heat, and then I could run around the corner on my turn and back you up.
I need to get away from her. That seems like to me. I can't take another hit like that.
Yeah, you gotta get out then.
Well, couldn't I just use my movement to get into their room and then set up like they did, like a trigger ability?
You could, but when you move away from her, as you're moving away, she gets a swipe at you.
Unless you use Expeditious Retreat.
All right.
Which is your daily, and you want to save that, right?
I'd rather use it than die.
Yeah.
Let's take a nap after this.
Exactly. We'll pile up some bodies.
And snooze.
Yeah, Jim's gonna beat a speedy retreat.
We're gonna go.
Let's see, what do I have to do here?
Put yourself in this corner.
So you can go 12 spaces anywhere you want.
I can go 12 spaces. I don't have to roll for it.
No, you just go.
Okay. Yeah, Jim's gonna go back here.
I love it. I love it.
Again, that's just a move action, so you can do something else as well. In fact, you could do Flame Burst and then do that if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's
Fire
true.
Shroud or...
Oh, I see.
Just heat her up. The order doesn't matter.
I see. Yeah, she seems like a tough lady.
So you're going to use your flame...
I'm going to go ahead and use Fire Shroud on her, which is my fire dot.
Oh, okay, it burns over and over?
Yeah. So this is going to be +6 versus Fortitude.
Oh!
You're still getting away.
Okay.
That's a 1?
Yeah, it's a 1.
That's a 1.
Jim runs the fuck away.
The bloom has fallen off the Jim Dark Magic Flower.
Listen, Jim's ability goes up and down, but overall, it's an upward trend.
I see.
You need to look at this thing year over year.
Yeah.
There's a reason I brought him in.
I believe you.
Okay, so what are the numbers looking like? So if she pops her head around the corner, she gets the lance too.
No, you said this door or this door. But this door opens, actually.
Awesome. ton of charge.
So does that guy get charged and lanced?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that door opens. You see a hunched